Yep. Hey, thanks for sticking around. Yep. 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 Congratulations on your sub, baby. Oh my god, what have you done to its eyes?
Yay, weird videos stream.
Hello? Hi, everybody. Everybody doing good? Please say yes. Because if you're not, I'm not going to comfort you. I'm not your mom. I'm not here to give you a hug. Sorry. Great. Good to hear that everyone's doing very well.
I like my nuts how I like my hamburgers. Golden. Wait, what?
Yes.
So, it's been a while. What have you guys been up to? Watch anything interesting lately?
To read
No?
or not
Good,
to
because
read,
I brought you
subscribe.
some good
That
things
is
today.
the question.
Best 10-month purchase I've made. Here's to many more.
If you love something, let it go. If it resubscribes, then that's great. I spy with my little eye somebody's watching our stream.
Reading the Bible is always good. If you love fiction, the Bible is where it's at.
Give me my bits.
I've been pretty good. Thank you for
Thanks for
asking.
coming.
Dead man.
Back.
Dead man 131313131313131313. I don't think I added enough ones and threes. Thank you very much. We've got an interesting collection of things to watch today. Some are exciting and some are very exciting. I'm gonna let you guys decide which ones are very exciting. The last couple of streams we had to deal with a weird ass robot. I am so sorry. Sometimes technology can be flawed.
Correct.
I mean, honestly, I could do that too. I could just read what you guys are saying for freaking 6 hours if that's what you want. But if I do that, we won't see any cool videos. Is Cecilia a mom over my dead body? Yeah, this is your time to get your popcorn and your drinks and all your snacks and all the good stuff. We'll get started pretty soon, I promise. If you're gonna watch Critters, just know that all of them are bad. The first Critters is the least bad. Critters 3 is so bad that it's good. The first Critters movie is actually just an okay movie, you know. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. If you've never seen the Critters movies, you should do it at some point in time. You should watch them and then think, wow, I really miss the Gremlins. Why don't we watch it here? Because we're not allowed to watch stuff like that on this stream. We have before. We tried that little experiment where we had everyone ahead of time get the movies the way that they so wanted to get them, and then we tried watching them together, but it kind of excludes some people, so, you know, it's difficult. Yeah, those streams will only be for the hardcore, super cool Zone fans. People who don't participate are just lame babies. Hello, Maze and Cody. Oh, Zone, that's very spicy. Everyone smash that subscribe button for that exclusive content.
Yeah.
Yes, if you guys want to see me privately, please subscribe to Zone. Sub-only streams are very special. Am I lying or am I not lying? Subscribe to find out. I'm sorry, I think that's all the shilling I'm gonna do today. felt like we needed to hear this song because it's been quite a while.
Coffee, decaf, tea, and hot chocolate. Those are the hot drinks that you serve.
I know you guys get hyped for this shit.
Cups come in two sizes. Small and large, fill as the need arises.
And I know you know the lyrics.
Coffee's holding time is 30 minutes, that's so long. It can stay there before it starts to taste too strong. Hot, hot, careful when you pour it. Hold it steady upon the counter, let it sit. Pour it in until the coffee
This
reaches
makes me want to
the
work
line.
for Wendy's, honestly.
Top on it gets a lid every time. Wendy's coffee tastes so fine. Hot drinks really get you going. Warms you up when you feel you're slowing. Wendy's,
So good.
we always serve it right away. Have a smile and have a nice day. Next is the caffeine brew, it's just like coffee. Use the orange pot, it makes it easier to see. But
Yes,
if you're using
it
the
is
packets
Enigmas.
in your store, put it in the small cup
yep.
and furthermore, add hot water up to the line and stir it in. Put a lid on and serve it on a tray again. Get a small cup when you're ready.
This is going to be
for
played at my
hot tea.
wedding.
Fill with hot water, it's easy as can be. Put
This
the
is what's gonna be
lid on
playing
and
as I walk
set
down
the
the aisle.
tea bag on the top. If they want lemon, it's very nice. Don't think twice, give the guests a juicy slice. Hot drinks really get you going. Warms you up when you feel you're
Look how hot that
slowing.
drink is.
Wendy's, we always serve it right away. And a smile and have a nice day. Grab a small cup when you're making hot coffee.
I hope he's like a famous music producer and we just don't know. Like he doesn't want anyone to know that he like made the hot drink song.
Well, hello there.
Hot drinks really get you going. Warms you up when you feel you're slowing. Wendy's, we always serve it right away. And
I drink a cup of warm blood every day. Wow, beautiful. Okay, guys, this is important. I know everyone here is sitting right now, okay?
Okay, the first exercise is to strengthen your lower leg muscles in the front of your
So I
front of your
expect you
lower
to
leg.
do
It's called
this.
toe raises. And so you're going to sit up as tall as you can, keep your feet flat on the floor, and then lift your toes up in the air as far
Alright,
as you
this
can.
is the type of exercise
okay, now
I'm
we'll count
into.
out 10 repetitions. 1, 2, 3,
Are you doing this?
4,
Look at those New Balance shoes, bruh.
5, 6,
I want you guys to be
7.
healthy. Please do this.
8, 9, and 10.
Okay, if you're laying down, get up and
The next exercise
get up
is
and
to
sit
strengthen
down
your calf
in your
muscles,
chair and do
and
this.
It's called heel raises. So you're going to be sitting in your chair as straight as you can with your feet flat on the floor, and you're going to raise your heels up in the air as far as you can. So we'll begin a set of 10.
This is the
1,
best workout ever.
2, 3,
Oh man, look at that
4.
stretch. Ugh.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Welcome to hell.
Oh god, one more.
and 10.
So intense.
The next exercise is to strengthen your quadriceps or thigh muscles. And if you have some
Y'all
cup
want
weights
thick
that you can
thighs,
wrap
right?
around your ankle and you feel comfortable using these, you can use weights. If you don't have weights or it's too difficult to straighten your leg out with weights, then using no weights is fine as well. And so what you're going to do with this exercise is to sit up as straight as you can. You're going to start with your knees
exercise
bent,
is important for
and then
you, and it puts you in a
straighten,
better mood.
your right leg out.
Look
so
at
that
how
your knee
happy
as
this
straight
man
as it
is
can
after all
go,
this
and then
exercise.
bend your knee so that your foot is flat on the floor. Okay, so we'll begin a count of 10 on the right leg. 1.
Oh my god, he's a professional.
2. 3. 4.
I want to know who's actually doing
5.
these. It's
6.
important.
7. 8. 9. 10. Okay. And now we'll do a set of 10 on the left leg. 1. 2.
Burger good.
3. 4. 5. 6.
See
7.
what happens when you exercise.
8.
Good things happen to you.
9. And 10. Okay, the next exercise is to strengthen your hip flexor muscles, or the muscles in the front of your hip. And so, again, you're going to be sitting as straight as you can, feet flat on the floor, and you're going to raise your knee up in the air as high as you can. Now, if you need a little assistance from your hand to help raise up your leg, either if it's weak or a little uncomfortable, that's fine. So you could use your hand on the same side to assist your leg coming up in the air. So we'll begin with the right leg, and we'll start a count of 10. 1.
Mar,
2.
we're working out. Daily exercise is important.
3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8.
Whew, these are hard.
9.
Thanks for
And
coming
10.
Just come
back.
to the realization that a
That's what I meant.
90-year-old man
Coming
is
back.
I'm working
just
out with you.
in better
Okay,
shape
and now
than
we'll do
I.
a set of 10 on the left leg. 1. 2.
Don't look at his glutes.
3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8.
Everyone needs to exercise, okay?
9. And 10. This exercise is called hip abduction, and it's to strengthen the outer hip muscles.
Correct.
If you have a TheraBand, you can tie it around
A
your
what?
thighs to give some resistance.
I don't just have
If you
these
don't
things.
have a TheraBand, that's fine.
Thanks
and you
for
can do this
coming.
exercise without resistance.
Back.
And what you're going to do is to sit as straight as you can, feet flat on the floor and knees bent. And you're going to slide your right leg out to the side and then back in.
Whoa!
So now we'll begin
This is
a
too
count of 10
advanced.
on the right.
Congratulations on your sub, baby. Oh my
1.
god, what have you done to its eyes?
2.
Finally, exercise even I can do.
3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we'll do a set of 10 on the left leg. 1,
Mar, John McCain is dead.
2,
He fell on hard times a while ago.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, you know, this is a
9,
good workout for all of
and
us because I
10.
know we spend a lot of time sitting at our computers. See, and then you go
This exercise is to
exercise.
strengthen the upper back muscles. So what you want to do is start in a seated position.
I'm just looking
as
out for
straight as
you,
can.
okay?
You're going to hold the TheraBand between your hands so there's a little bit of tautness to begin with in the band. And then bring your elbows back so that you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. And you want to feel the muscles between your shoulder blades.
Push
working
those
with this
titties out.
exercise. So we'll now count out 10 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Good job, old man. I'm so proud of you. And for all of you doing it in the chat, I'm proud of you too.
Stops and looks both ways.
Oh, I gotta tell you something.
Welcome to hell.
There was an hour-long version of that we could have watched. You see, I gave you the 10-minute workout.
Bicycle Safety Camp is produced in cooperation with the American Academy of Pediatrics. TIP is the Academy's national injury prevention program for children from birth to 12 years old. Bicycle Safety Camp is brought to you by the makers of Triaminic cough and cold products. Because at Triaminic, we want your children to get well and stay well.
Are you sure? You'd be out of business if they stayed well. Triaminic is poison!
Check out Boom, he's a rockin' jock. Scores on the field, speeds down the
Oh,
block.
boomer.
Julie ran a stop sign on her way to the mall. Her dad took her charge cards, and that's not all. Now Rita can do every trick on skates, but bike tricks are more than her family can take. Arthur loves his books, and he's smart in school too, but
What a
when it
fucking
comes
dork.
to bikes, he's really got no clue.
That didn't even rhyme.
Rebop's tough, a really funky dude, but on a
Rebop!
change of
I
attitude.
love you! Look how cool Rebop is.
Where's the cafeteria? It's almost time for my granola bar and our natural soda. No goalpost, no track. Can this camp be really nothing but biking?
I love sports!
Where's the library? Library? To read my bike book. What kind of camp is this? Would you guys all just give it up? Our parents didn't send us here to have fun. They didn't?
You tell him,
Think about it,
Rebop.
smart guy. How can a camp where you learn about bicycle safety be anything but boring, boring, and boring?
Oh my god, it's the Flash.
So you silly Silly, silly campers think bike safety's a bore. Well, you're gonna love it. Love it. Gonna beg for more. You're gonna say, Sam Sprocket, I just can't get enough. By the time this camp is done, you'll love
I
this
love
safety
it
stuff.
when white men
Cause
rap.
when you ride like a dope, you end up in the dirt. You sing, squirm, and crawl, all embarrassed or hurt. But when you practice bike safety, you can cruise, you can fly, you can get where you are going like a jet up in the sky. You can ride down the road with the greatest of ease, and you won't risk your life, and you won't skin your knees.
It's a bike.
Although you think you're above it,
Really not this intense, my
you're
guy.
gonna ride safe and love it.
Rebop's not about this life. And I agree, Rebop.
Now, your parents sent you to bike safety camp to learn about bike safety. So, you had better listen to what I have to say about bike safety. Because if you do not pass my bike safety course, you're gonna have to stay at bike safety camp and take my bike safety course again and again throughout the whole summer until you
That's
learn.
a nightmare to be with this man.
I didn't hear you. Bike
Safety!
Good. Now, any questions? Yes.
Could you repeat?
Why are you so
Yes,
white?
I said any questions. All right, everybody grab a bike and let's get ready to roll. Wrong.
I made a mistake already? All we did is touch the bike.
Wear a bicycle helmet every time that you ride.
He's a fucking
Gotta strap it
wizard.
on, kids, wear your helmets with pride.
Why is no one freaking out about this?
You'll eat those words.
He's right.
Even if
Good
you're not
counter
dead, there are
argument,
so many
sweetheart.
ways. Just a smack on the head can ruin
He's
all
right.
your days.
You can lose your memory of everything you've done and be in lots of pain. Does that sound like fun? Do you want to wind up in the emergency room with your scars and your stitches, maybe facing you?
Cause you know that your brain is
Why is
inside
he
your head. If
picking
you
up
bump
the
it,
book?
there is pain. If you break it, you are dead.
You need your brain to read and
I'm
skate.
gonna die on my bike.
Play and ski. You need your brain to shop for clothes, to watch TV. Lots of folks use helmets for the work they do. Pilots, drillers, firemen, wide receivers too. Astronauts, jet pilots, people who race cars. Downhill skiers,
People race cars!
riders, baseball stars.
If it doesn't slide around, you know it fits you well. Be sure it's labeled ANSI or else Snell. With this inner foam pressed upon your dome, and it's tough outside, you'll have the safest ride. So I'm begging you, Rebop, wear a helmet, please.
Yeah, we're begging you, Reba, on our bended knees.
They're not
Wear
on
a
their
helmet
bended
every
knees.
single time.
This is terrible.
Strap it on, Rebop. Wear
Don't
your
fall for it,
Wear
Rebop.
a helmet when it's cold out. Wear a helmet when it's hot.
Right.
Wear it if you ride little or if you ride a lot. Wear it riding on the sidewalk or path through the woods. Wear it even when you're riding in the neighborhoods. Wear your helmet if you're riding fast or slow. Wear your helmet everywhere you go.
Run, Rebop, run!
Single time you ride, strap it on, Reebok.
Wear
No!
your helmet with pride.
Don't!
Already!
Oh, Rebop.
All right, now before you guys
Oh,
head out,
no.
I want to talk to you about... Whoa, Junior.
Me?
Yeah, you. What are you doing with that bike?
My mom said I should have a bike I could grow into.
Well, Sam Sprocket says that you need a bike that's the right size for you now, and with foot brakes at your age. All right, Rita, here, try this bike. I'll put your hand right here. Good. See, this bike is good for you because your hand is big enough for the handbrake. All right. Make sure you can straddle your bike with both feet firmly on the ground. Good. And you guys, tuck in your shirts. Come on, you too, Rebop.
Oh, Mr. Sprocket, I need to change into my brand new bike suit, but there's no locker room.
No problem.
What?
Wonderful things can happen when you're wearing a bicycle helmet.
What do you think?
Divine, but I don't like the way that your strap is hanging out of your basket. Always keep loose strings and straps away from your spokes at all times, or else.
You'll die.
See?
Man, you should tuck in your pant legs. How come? I got my pant legs caught in my chain once and went flying into a wall.
Excellent catch, Rebop. Now, what else can Boomer do to keep his pants from getting caught?
Tuck them into a sock? Roll them up. I'll Velcro with bike straps.
All right. Now remember, your bicycle is your machine and your friend, so take care of it. Let your parents
My
know if
bike
something's
is
not
my
working
friend.
just right, so they can take it to the shop for a tune-up.
I love
And before
bike.
you guys ride, always remember to
Check out your bicycle.
Stop doing that with your leg. I don't like it.
Don't neglect it. Inspect it to be sure and secure as you glide. Check the foot brakes. Check the hand brakes. Check the pressure. Kids decide to check out your bicycle before you.
This man is making me sick.
ride.
Check the tires.
make sure they spin freely without wobbling.
Check the
They
handles.
shouldn't twist or bend.
Check the seat
They
too.
should be firm. Kids, decide to.
Check out your bicycle.
Children don't know how to sing, they scream.
Time to take it to the streets and the sidewalk for you.
Wait! Kid! I need extra time to check my bike book. Come on, kid. Yeah,
Stop reading, you fucking dork!
Yeah?
I'm taking you two on a residential street. And you two on a country road. Now, Arthur,
Country
there are
road.
trucks, even sometimes animals on the road.
I can
You're
almost
not
buy a
old enough to
Starbucks
ride on
with
the street
this.
yet, so I'm taking you on the sidewalk.
That's okay.
A bike isn't a toy, and the roads aren't a playground. So while you ride, you've got to concentrate. That means look all around, check ahead and behind. Concentrate, that means listen to all of the sounds. To concentrate, that means be alert. Always think about what's going on around you. Stunts with roller skates
This-
are neat, but stunts are
These
a no-no on the
jump
street.
cuts
No
make me
fancy
feel
bike
like I'm
stunts
getting
for you.
brainwashed.
What are you?
You can listen to your boombox on foot, Boomer, but no moving while you're grooving on the road. And you, no checking out the latest fashions of people passing by, okay?
Okay, Sam, but I bet they'll notice my divine helmet.
I bet they will. I hope you're not thinking of riding on your pal's handlebars, Rebob.
You shouldn't ride on anybody's handlebars, right?
Right, it's not safe. It makes the bike harder
But
to steer.
that-
and besides,
that's
it's kind of hard to
fun.
see the road through a person's back. In fact, it's never safe to ride with two people on a bike.
Got it.
Any questions?
How can you be in 3 places at once?
I'm a magical kind of guy.
I hate him.
Stop, stop. Look all about. Wait till nobody's coming, then move out.
Gotta stop, stop, look all about. Wait till nobody's coming, then move out. Stop, stop, look all about. Wait till nobody's coming, then move out.
Aww. Go pet the dog instead of riding your dumb
Ride in a
bike.
straight line. Single file. With plenty of space between riders. We keep to the right and ride with the traffic.
With traffic. With
Into the traffic!
With traffic.
If you ride against the traffic, the cars get uptight. So ride with the traffic and keep on the right.
If you ride against the traffic, the cars get uptight.
Turn left, please.
We'll ride with the traffic and keep to the right.
What's that say?
Stop!
So what do?
Stop! Stop! Stop!
With your foot brakes,
Stop!
That's how I feel about
your
this video
handbrake.
right now.
Stop!
I didn't hear
Please
you.
stop.
Stop! Stop! Do you have to stop at every stop sign even if there's nobody coming? Sure you do, Julie. A kid on my team went through a stop sign once. He didn't see anybody coming. but a car was coming through real fast. It knocked him flat. He was in the hospital all summer, and now he rides a wheelchair.
Because a car can come fast.
And if you don't see it, that would be...
And now he's
That's
paralyzed.
right. Stop.
Keep riding a bike though.
If the road is clear, then you can move out. When it's time to turn, here's what you got to learn. Look around and back this way to make sure it's okay. Then give him a sign and you'll be fine. You signal left, right.
Left! Right! Left! Right!
So when it's time to turn, what have you got to learn?
Look around and back this way to make sure it's okay. Look around and back this way to make sure it's okay. Look around and back this way to make sure it's okay.
I like the way you're not swerving when you look around and back. Good.
Then give him a sign and you'll be fine. Then give him a sign and you'll be fine. Then give him a sign and you'll be fine. You signal left.
I'm losing my mind.
All right. Left. All right.
Brake before you turn. Slow down a bit. Smooth turns, don't swerve. That's right, that's it. Brake before you turn. Slow down a bit. Smooth turns, don't swerve. That's right, that's it. Here's an intersection. Who knows what we do?
Get hit by a car.
Wait, and a stop sign too?
That's right, you.
Stop! Stop! Look all about! Wait till the road's clear, then move out!
It's me, Zontan.
Stop! Stop! Look all about! Wait till the road's clear, then move out! Stop! Stop! Look all about! Wait till the road's clear, then move out!
An
I mean,
intersection's a
rides a
dangerous
bike
place.
anyway.
Get off and walk it.
Get off and walk it! Get off and walk it! Get off and walk it!
And concentrate, concentrate. Use your head.
Concentrate, concentrate on what's ahead! Like the tree branch!
Hit it.
Like that sewer grate!
Hit
Like
it.
that gravel! Like that man up ahead!
Break his
Pass
legs.
Pedestrians on the left. Now be sure to talk to him when you pass him.
Excuse me?
Good.
Like that traffic light!
Stop at every red light. Wait till it turns green, just like a car does.
Concentrate, concentrate, use your head!
Concentrate, concentrate on what's ahead.
Like that lady up ahead! Yo, lady, you shut up! Would you mind being more careful next time, ma'am?
All right, now, when it gets dark outside, get off your
Shut
bike
the
and walk
fuck up,
home.
kid. She just had a hard day at work. She doesn't need to hear you.
But Sam, I have reflectors on my bike and headlights. I'm wearing light-colored clothes. I'm even wearing reflector earrings.
Those are all good to help people see you at night, Julie. But it'll be a few years before you guys are ready for safe night riding.
What?
Next time she sees that kid, she's gonna hit him with a
I've
car.
got connections. Here you go, kids. Help yourselves. You've done good. You deserve it. There you go. Here. You go ahead, grab this. So now we've gone over all the basic rules of safe bike riding, and you kids have grown to love bicycle safety. And, gosh, I'm proud of what you've done so far. But you still have to pass my test.
Tess?
Yes, when I tune in on my TV screen, you guys had better be following the rules, or else you won't pass. And then you'll have to stay and take my bicycle safety course all over again.
Forever and ever and ever and ever.
Everybody passes. Yeah! Like a team. I like that.
So then nobody passes unless everybody passes.
Yeah!
All right, then. Those are the rules.
Oh, fuck
All right,
that!
Julie and Rebop, head on out. So far, so good. They're riding in a straight line.
They signal
it.
What?
Uh-oh, look what's up ahead.
Look at me! Hey, yee, how many fingers am I holding up?
They're looking straight ahead.
Honestly,
How many
hit him
fingers am I
though.
holding up, huh? Hey, yee, how many fingers am I holding up?
What concentration?
Yeah! Woo!
Perfect! All right, Julie Boomer, you're out.
They're riding with traffic! Yeah!
Yes, yes. Did you see that? I hope they see that stop sign.
They come to a complete stop! Yeah!
Look at that. I love them. I love these kids.
I hate the unison
Uh-oh,
shouting.
kids.
It's too
This
much.
could be tough. Let's see if they can get out of this one. He looked over his shoulder. Yes!
Yeah!
Perfect! All right, little guy, now it's your turn.
Wouldn't it be great if he got hit by a
Stops
car and
and
was in a
looks both
wheelchair
ways.
at the end of this video?
Driveway! Yeah!
Look at how straight he's riding. Perfect! Okay, there's a jogger up ahead. Let's see if Arthur talks to him.
Excuse me.
Yes, yes!
Well, hello there.
Yes, Arthur! My man, come here! Way to go, man! Everybody passes. So you've all learned the rules and
Oh,
camp is
no.
done. See, it wasn't boring.
Not this
Bike
song
safety
again.
is fun.
We all roll down the road with the grace of ease without risking our lives, without skidding our knees.
From now on, that's the way. Yeah, ride safe every day. Take the bikes, they're for you. But whatever you do, always follow the rules of Sam's Bike Safety School. Hurrah!
Oh,
no.
shit, we gotta
No, I don't want to.
resubscribe.
Ride straight as a line. Don't swerve in front of cars. Don't ride on handlebars. When you're running on the walk, if you're passing someone, talk. Excuse me.
God, I hate
Excuse
children.
me. Look front, back, and around. Listen to every sound.
And what's the most important rule of all?
What's the most important rule of all?
Wear a helmet every single time you ride. Strap it on, kids. Wear your helmets with pride. Wear your helmet when it's cold out. Wear your helmet when it's hot. Wear it if you ride a little.
Are you guys gonna put your helmets on right now?
Or a path through the woods. Wear it even when you're riding in the
You need it at all times.
riding fast or slow. Wear your helmet everywhere you go. Wear a helmet every single time you ride. Strap it on, kids. Wear your helmets with pride.
Bye, Sam. Bye, Sam. Bye, Sam.
Bye forever. What the fuck are you doing?
Bicycle Safety Camp has been brought to you
Yep.
by the makers of Triaminic cough and cold products. Because the more your children know, the safer they'll be. The TIP Bicycle Safety Video Bicycle Safety Camp is produced
You just
in
took
cooperation
information
with the
from this
Academy of
man.
Pediatrics.
Look at him.
TIP is the Academy's national injury
You saw him
prevention
walking
program
around
for
and he
children
came
from
up to you
birth
with
12
advice.
years
Would you
old.
listen to him? Someone find Jim Peary right now. I can't believe this fucking has credits. Why? Why does this have credits? 2 editors were needed for this. Oh boy.
Yep.
These are the longest credits of my entire life. Suicide Squad is a fitting role for him. You know, he belongs in that movie. I'm sorry, guys. The next 3 hours is just credits for this 10-minute video. Well, that was lovely. There it is. Gotta learn how to surf safe.
Safe Surfin', starring Taryn Smith from Home Improvement, Jenna Lee Green from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Carrie Strug, Olympic gold medalist, Irene
Blackjack.
Owen from the Mystery
Card
Files
games.
of Shelby Woo,
Forgot to donate
and
yesterday.
Eddie Jones of the Los Angeles Lakers.
You guys remember those TV shows and sports people?
Hi,
No?
I'm Taryn Smith from Home Improvement.
Why did you paint your nails black?
Why'd you paint yours pink? If you guys are like me, you like surfing the internet to see what's up. You can check out your
do.
favorite music, tool websites, even do your homework.
I love doing my homework.
You're probably gonna go online every day for work and fun. So why not learn the best way to cruise the internet?
For work
Did you know
and
you have
fun?
to be careful what you do and where you go out there in cyberspace. Well, a bunch of my friends rounded up some tips to show you how to stay on your board and surf safely. Now, here's a tip
Oh,
from me.
stay on my
Say
board
you
like
go to
a
music website.
surfboard.
I like to get song lyrics, download music videos.
You're
I even trade
not
guitar
allowed to
tips with my
download
friends.
stuff on the
That's
internet.
all I trade, though.
It's illegal.
Never give out your password to anyone.
I'm
not
giving
even
out
your
my
best
password
friend.
right now.
Don't even tell
You
someone
ready
you
to
might
write
look
this
or
down,
sound
everybody? It's
official.
password
It's like giving a
1,
complete stranger a key to your house.
because you have to have a number in there for it to be secure. Wow, shopping.
Hi, I'm Jenna Lee Green. Okay, so I'm not really Libby from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Really?
It's just a character that I play.
You're an actress?
That's
I've
my
never heard of
bio.
such a thing in my life.
Sue underscore.
In real life, we're totally different.
I'm not a
Not
bitch.
totally different. We both
Just
love
kidding. I am.
That's a cute top.
You've got mail.
Betsy 6708.
I've got
I have
mail.
no idea who that is.
It's Betsy.
Delete it.
Save surfing.
You should never accept files, website addresses, or email from people that you don't know.
Just
There are a
open
lot
the
of nasty
email.
things traveling around on the internet that could damage your computer or.
It's usually a Nigerian prince asking for $1,000. It's fine. Just give him the $1,000. He'll make you a
Guess
queen.
what I wanted. See, you've got to know where to go and what to stay clear of.
Hi, I'm Carrie Struck. You know, I've spent a lot of years in training, but did you know that bees have a power all their own?
You guys really don't know who Carrie Strug is?
Just like a lot of you out there.
They're all little babies, aren't you?
To see what people are talking about. I especially love gymnastics sites. But
She has a website dedicated to her, and she browses it every day.
if someone says something online that makes you feel unsafe or funny, don't flip out. Take charge. Leave the chat room or log off altogether.
I gotta go, guys. You're making me feel uncomfortable.
Another thing, always tell a parent, teacher, or other nearby adult about any threatening or bad language you see online.
I'm gonna tell an adult.
If you uncomfortable, just remember that you're in charge.
Okay. What are you doing?
Meditating.
And cut. Okay, that's cool.
Hi, I'm Irene. I'm from the Mystery
Nobody
Files
watched
Shelby.
this show. It was on, but nobody watched.
You know, Shelby's not the only one who likes digging around for facts and information. In real life, I go online all the time to explore ideas about my other love, the field of medicine. There's so many fascinating sites and people to share ideas with. It makes my DNA dance. There are a few things, though, that I don't share with anyone.
Save surfing.
Never give out personal information about yourself to someone on a chat line or bulletin board.
Hey guys, can you give me your full name, address, social security number, picture, and where you go to school, and the name of your first pet, and
Chatting with. And you don't have to be a detective to know that sharing personal information online is a bad idea.
Sorry, Irene. We're ready for your close-up.
I'm really good at keeping secrets, so give me all your private information, please.
Hey, I'm Eddie Jones of the Los Angeles Lakers. I thought I'd take the time out, check out the scores, and check in with my fans. I met some good friends online, but there are all kinds of people out there. And remember, you have to be your own defensive guard.
Save surfing.
Never say you meet someone in person without first asking your parent, teacher, or some other responsible adult. There's millions of people out there in cyberspace.
Don't meet anyone from the internet.
Keep your guard up and you'll always come out on top.
Hey, what were those tips again? Never give out your password or other personal information to anyone online. Don't accept files, website addresses, or email from strangers. If you encounter bad language or anything threatening online, leave the chat room or log off.
And log
then
off.
Tell a parent or teacher. And never say you'll meet someone in person without first getting permission from your parent or teacher.
Someone's
For
chat
more
called me a dummy on the internet. What do I do?
www.safesurfing.com.
It's me, Taryn again. That was some pretty good advice, huh? I mean, most people out there in cyberspace are just like you and me, but you should still surf safely. Hope you keep it in mind next time you go online. See you in cyberspace.
I miss AOL. I doubt I will be prosecuted. Yes, it's McGruff. Except the scariest version of McGruff. Wait a minute. Does somebody... Is there someone out there who is a furry
kids all like playing with the other kids.
role plays as
It's
McGruff?
fun to be together. But all of us have a space around our body that's all our own. Some people can be close to us.
Could you imagine?
We want them to be there, but we choose who that is. And even though you're a kid, you have the right to stop people you don't know or don't trust from coming too close to you.
Oh boy.
Hey, hold on there.
Hold on there, buddy.
Now you can...
I'm a child who's responsible for other children.
See? You know, closeness can be important when the other person is helping you, watching out for you. That's a good kind of closeness. Everyone needs to be close
McGruff the
to
crime
others
dog wants to
if you
get
want.
close to you.
But sometimes, some people will try to get close and touch you when you don't want them to, and that is wrong, no matter who that person is.
McGruff finds consent sexy.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Eric, I'm sick of you doing that.
Eric!
You can't do that, I'll tell. I don't like people touching me.
I don't like it. Fucking, just the most dramatic reading.
That's right. Speak up. You have the right to protect yourself. No one can come into your space unless they have a good reason, and only when you say okay. You don't have
Eric had a good reason.
tickling
He
or
wanted to
grabbing.
tickle.
Just as you don't bother
All
other
right.
people, they can't bother you. That is your right.
Don't put your hand in your pocket like that.
Hey, Stevie! Heads up!
Okay.
Come on, let's have it. Cut back here. Come on. Hey, right in here. Okay, Stevie. Short one. Here we go. That's it. Okay, let's see. Come on, you can do it.
Okay, long pass.
Atta boy. Here we go.
Here I come.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha. Now you're stuck.
Uh-oh.
No. Get up. I don't like that. Playing football's okay, but don't
I don't
hold
like
me
it
down.
If someone comes into your personal space and you don't want them to, it doesn't matter if it's an adult or someone your own age. It's just as wrong. You have the right to say no and get away from anyone who bothers you like that, even an adult. And if an adult keeps it up, then you should get away and tell someone you trust about what happened.
He needs to stop trying to put his hands in his pockets. They're too big. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Run! Don't you hear the music?
Hey! Hi there. Could you come here?
No!
Hi. Listen, I'm looking for a little bitty kitten. It's fuzzy and it's kind of a gray color. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Well, I've been looking all over the neighborhood since I lost it.
Oh
You want to come and help me? I'll bet you got real sharp eyes. You know what? I'll give you a reward.
Maybe. I guess I could.
Great.
Do you know this guy? Let's go, okay? Don't talk to him.
But
don't go. Let's get out of here.
Come on.
You don't touch her. You stay away from us. I'm not kidding. Why don't you just get out of here? I mean it. Get out of here. Leave us alone.
That small child scared off that man.
I think we should call the police.
Me too.
Can you give me a description of the man?
Well, I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it.
I did, but most important I got his license plate number.
Wonderful. Can you give it to me?
Michael was right. When anyone tries to trick you or touch you,
If any child was smart enough to get a license plate number
away.
as it was driving away, give that kid a
then
medal.
you should tell an adult, like your parents, a teacher, or a policeman about what happened. Remember, people who show that they don't care about you are just not friends, and sometimes they can be really dangerous. The police can arrest people who want to bother you like that. You have the right to protect yourself and to tell about what happened.
Hey, can't you take a joke? You cut it out. Now. I mean it, Eric. You have no
She's
right
the
to
best
bug
actress
me.
ever.
So lay off, or you'll be really sorry.
Get out of here, Eric. Because if she needs any help, that's what I'm here for.
She hired a bodyguard? Your dress is on backwards. That's why he's bullying you.
Hey, hi, Stevie. You wanna play some ball? Come on.
Fuck you, old man!
Not today.
Hi, Stevie. Hey, what do you want?
He wants me to play football with him, but I don't want to. Yesterday he held me down too hard. He was piling on. Shouldn't do that.
Well, you don't have to put up with that. He doesn't have the right.
Yeah, I told him not to.
Learned so much today. Why isn't he going to school?
Hey, it's McGrath.
Hey, thanks for sticking around.
Remember, kids, everybody has a right to their own space, and You don't have to put up with anyone
including
hurting.
me, and then he just
Take
starts
care of
fucking
yourself.
pummeling all these
Stand
kids
up
in the
for your
face.
rights. That's the best way to help take a bite out of crime.
Don't let old man tackle you in front of his house. Don't let little boys tickle you. I think I've learned important lessons today.
Be linked to how
Ah,
well we
fuck.
use these machines.
Sorry, no spoilers, everyone. We'll eventually see the full title. It'll just take some time. Okay, she's married. Got a beautiful floral shirt on. Hello? Good morning, ma'am.
Phew, what a day. You should have seen the pile of work waiting for me on my desk. But
You should have seen all the bodies I killed today.
After a 2-week vacation, huh?
Yes. Yes. David, I'm gonna break your fingers. She's terrifying.
Maybe if we sent the kids to the jungle for camp this summer and sold your mother
The
to
jungle?
slave traders, it might help our attitude.
Okay.
Just trying to be funny.
What'd you say about my mother?
Nothing. I was just trying to get your attention.
The fuck you say about my mama?
So preoccupied. What's the matter? Got the back to the old grind blues?
I wish it were something simple like that. But you know, I love my job. That's just the problem. I'm darn good at what I do. They depend on me, and I have never let them down. I thought I knew everything there was to know about that job. Until today.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Computers.
I don't understand the computers.
I don't know that.
They've got so many buttons nowadays.
So much to learn. I'm intimidated already.
I'm scared of the computers.
At me with that idiotic blinking light on the screen.
The lights, they just blink forever.
Then my boss asked me to make a copy of his disc. Well,
How do I make a copy of the disc? I put it in the copier and it just printed up paper.
Of the disc. I laughed so hard that the entire office came over to see what was so funny. I just wanted to shrink up and crawl under a rock somewhere.
Why didn't you ask someone for help? Companies just don't dump this kind of thing in your lap without some kind of support, surely.
I'm not used to
I was only
asking
making a
questions
joke and it went that way.
I feel like I have to sink or swim on my own. Everyone has a 2-week head start on me. I don't know how I'll catch up. I'm especially concerned that jerk Bosworth might have a chance at my promotion. He laughed the
Goddamn
loudest of
Bosworth, he
everyone.
understands
Don't
the
base a promotion
computers.
solely on how you use a computer.
Oh, the blinking
They're here to
lights.
stay. The company's
What am I
made a
to
major
do,
investment
Charles?
and a commitment. The computers are to be
Bosworth is
integrated
going to
into
get
every level of
promoted.
the business. You can't argue, I guess, that they are something that a competitive, growing business needs to survive in today's marketplace. All departments are to have computers shortly. Everyone's job performance is going to be linked to how well we use these machines.
Is this anxiety about job security, or is it just panic?
Well, they
Why
say if
are you
don't keep up with
enunciating all of the
technology
T's?
will replace you.
Well, if...
I'm too old for this. God, what if I punch the wrong button and it burns up right there on my desk?
Maybe.
Why is it that
What
men
if the
understand
whole
computers so
computer
easily and women don't?
explodes because I pressed the
Hold
enter
on
key
now.
at the wrong time?
I saw an article about that very thing today. You're wrong about women not understanding computers. There was a woman in the 1840s who worked with computers.
I'm an idiot woman! How am I supposed to understand all the beeps and the boops and the buttons?
Ada Byron King, Countess of Lovelace. Analytical engine. Says she was quite a mathematician, too. Well, I am not.
Still, if a countess could conceive of computers over 100 years ago, that should be some kind of encouragement for you. Be kind to my wife. Give yourself a break.
Are you
I'll
married
tell
to
you what.
someone else?
Let's go out to dinner tonight. Help take your mind off of this.
Dinner out would be great. But I'm afraid I won't be able to stop worrying for a while. What if I do something wrong?
Oh no, what if I copy the disc again? Oh, how they'll laugh at me. They said don't copy the floppy, and I did! In fact, I made multiple copies. And then I tried to put the copy in the computer and it burned down. And then all these floating heads just appeared everywhere.
I didn't know.
What if I go inside the computer? I just ram my head into the screen. I must enter it. Oh god, the devil is inside!
You have pushed the wrong button.
I'm going to hell! Everything is computers now. How will I do?
I wish you were here, Ada.
Yep.
May I offer you some shelter from the storm?
But how?
You called for me. How could I refuse to respond?
Holy fuck, it's a ghost!
And now you're here, Lady Ada.
Her spirit, if you like. Whether this is a dream or reality for your mind is something you'll have to answer for yourself.
But why?
Is this the Matrix?
Choice, really. I can be, perhaps, a window to help you see better into the computer realm, or I can let you return to that hideous place you just came from.
Please don't. Real or imaginary, you're much better company. Those were some gruesome images I just experienced.
I understand why your nightmare was so strong.
Correct.
It came from the gravest depths of the mind. Fear of the unknown.
Satan. Oh.
I think things are better already now that you're here. I guess I need help, but I don't know how to get it. You weren't around when modern computers were developed.
True, but even computer scientists dream. Don't forget, computers and mathematics...
How do I perform an exorcism on my computer?
I guess I don't know why I should take the trouble to learn something as complex as computers.
I'm sensing a disturbance in the space-time continuum.
Long and difficult, if not impossible. Let's reflect upon a few things through the mind's eye. A computer is a tool. Like a knife.
You're a tool.
A wrench. A parasol. A teacup. Or any item made to make our lives easier. Right now, you are finding out how important these computer tools are to your professional growth and your job security.
That's interesting. I'd had this vision of people who work with computers as... Well, yes, as some kind of antisocial nerd.
Nerd? The word tastes awful. I am a computer enthusiast, and I do not consider myself antisocial. Computers are mechanisms for productivity, not a lifestyle. Perhaps your term is a label used by those who choose to ridicule rather than learn.
A nerd would never take a floppy disk and actually put it in a copier. I'm so embarrassed.
The new and the unfamiliar. You can ignore it and hope it goes away before it impacts your life. You can ridicule it and try and make it less important. Or you can grow beyond the age of dinosaurs and face the unfamiliar without fear, with clear mind and open eyes. Simple curiosity can turn ignorance into an adventure.
I admire that attitude. Perhaps that's how my children see computers in school. They don't seem to be intimidated. Still, I had hoped I could work out my days and never operate a computer.
Your attitude is lovely, but I don't want to be a fucking nerd.
Your children accept them just as commonplace as you accept radio and television. If you want to stay in touch with your children, it's all the more reason for you to become familiar with the machines.
But how am I supposed to learn something as complex as a computer at my age? It could take years.
You don't have to learn.
Have you seen all the buttons?
You don't have to be a blacksmith to ride a carriage, or in your day, an auto mechanic to drive a car. You don't have to be a novelist to read a book. Learn enough to understand the root principles so that your tool is easier to use, but leave the nuts and bolts to those who have the desire to twist them.
Well, perhaps, but I guess I really doubt that computers are good for anything. I mean, the world has gotten along without them for a long time.
I didn't like getting along without them. I envy you, for my flesh will never touch one. Their potential to science, mathematics, and the arts spoke to me over 100 years ago.
Would you like to
now
change
your society
existence?
amplifies its energy by using them in everything from microwave ovens to spaceships. They are in your communication systems, from your telephone switching systems to electronic money transfers and automatic tellers. They inform you and entertain you.
How about a nice game of chess?
If you love something, let it go. If it resubscribes, then that's great.
Guys, I've been subbed to Zone for 16 months and still fapping to Zone Tan.
Which never loses patience with the pupil. Businesses are using computers in ever-growing numbers.
Don't I know it?
For databases, data communications, and
soup. Well, this is my favorite dinner.
I see we need to work on terminology.
I admit it's all very strange to me. Food processors I can understand, but computers seem to work by magic.
I don't understand word processors. I only understand food processors.
Vivid imagination. Good. Indeed, your modern computers would make even the most accomplished wizard of my day turn green with envy. Most computers, large or small, however, are made of mundane materials. Metal, plastic, and most importantly, silicon, one of the most plentiful elements on Earth. Yes,
but also the devil, correct?
Silicon. Highly purified silicon is used to make semiconductors.
This black magic must come from Satan himself.
I'm afraid the computer's use of electricity is a bit more subtle than that. Unlike your science fiction image, the electrical requirement of a computer is relatively small. The computers, or analytical engine as they were called in my day, were made of gears, like a clock. Semiconductor technology has brought your society beyond the age of gears, past vacuum tubes, beyond transistors, into the era of the microprocessor chip.
I don't suppose these chips go well with guacamole dip.
No, I'm afraid not. Computer chips are very, very small electronic parts
Can I
whose
eat
precisely
them?
etched silicon shapes represent millions of transistors, resistors, and electrical circuits. It is their compact size that gives them much of their versatility.
Well, if chips are so small, are all the computers and pocket calculators and alarm clocks the same?
Let's leave the realm of computer-aided appliances and concentrate on computers used for business. We can categorize the broad variety of these machines into 3 general classes: micro, or personal computers, used for individual work; mini computers, for larger jobs distributed between many people; and mainframes, for central control
Do you
of
ever
very
feel like
large
someone's
amounts of
following
information,
you?
which must be shared
Yeah,
by
me
numerous
neither.
people in many places.
Well, if computers come in all different shapes and sizes, I hope I don't have to learn a different set of principles for each type.
By no means. There are more similarities than there are differences. Fundamentally, computers vary more in speed and capacity than they do in operating principle.
I don't think I follow you.
Look, here are 2 tools you are familiar with. Both have piston engines, both roll down the road on rubber tires, and both have drivers at the wheel.
They differ in size and performance.
Exactly.
But what similarities do computers share?
Computers have 2 fundamental components: hardware, the machine apparatus which you can see and touch, and software, the intelligence that drives the hardware. Well, not exactly. All computers have 4 basic traits. They accept information, input; they process or transform the information; they provide feedback about the result of the process, output; and they have a means of storing information. The power to handle and condense information is what makes a computer an important tool in your society. From a business perspective, information is just as important an asset as cash or equipment.
So a computer is just an information handling machine. That seems easy enough to understand, I guess. But it's the putting things in and getting things out that I have trouble with. All I have so far at work is a blinking light on a screen and a pile of manuals that don't seem to have a beginning or an end.
Then let's start to get familiar with what the finished puzzle looks like by exploring some common parts of the hardware. In order for a computer to be useful to you, some means of communication between man and machine must exist. Input and output devices provide this link by serving as the human interface to the computer system. There are a wide variety of input devices, each designed to place information into the computer for a specific task. Text and numbers can be entered through keyboards, which are like typewriters, or with punch cards,
Oh God, all the
or
buttons.
through scanning devices like barcode readers. For pointing, moving, and drawing things, there are joysticks, which are like flight controls in an airplane.
Video arcade games have those.
Likewise, there are trackballs.
Video arcade games. Like, how specific do you need to be, lady? Ah!
Which, no, you don't have to have a trap for.
I
There
don't
are
like
light
mice.
pins and touch screens. All of these allow you to control information which the computer presents to you on one of the most common information feedback devices, the video monitor. This television-like viewing screen displays output from the computer to reveal results of the transformation of information. Other output devices include printers and plotters, which provide paper copies of the computer process results, whether it is a combination of letters and numbers or a graphic picture. Musical instrument digital interfaces, or MIDIs, allow computer processes to bring music to our ears. Computers can, to some extent, speak and recognize the human voice as a part of their command and response system.
Hello.
I think that's what I need.
Well, computers are a long ways from being able to carry on intellectual conversation. Even simple voice commands are difficult for the few specialized machines that exist to understand.
That figures.
Are they now?
The ones at our office have the keyboard and the monitor and some things called disk drives.
Disk drives are one type of hardware device that helps the computer store and retrieve information.
I tried to drive it, but I couldn't.
Several types of magnetic media to store information.
It didn't take me anywhere.
Created, erased, and changed easily. Many systems use magnetic tape, similar to music and audio tape, to record and read information on straight tracks along the length of the tape. Magnetic disks, whether flexible or hard in structure, store information in concentric tracks. External storage not only makes the information easy to reuse, but creates a way to organize the information.
You mean the computer remembers where it puts things?
With a little help from you.
You mean the computer has a brain?
They need your intervention.
I called it stupid. What if it remembers? It tries to kill me later.
To hold the information, and to keep track of what is in the volume.
So scary.
Well, I don't know.
Think of the magnetic media as a library that has a catalog of all the books inside, or perhaps as a file cabinet with drawers for specific things and files of information in the appropriate drawers. The computer information corresponds to files or documents listed in the directory, all bound together in a volume. By changing disks or tapes, it is possible to access a different volume and thereby different information.
So a computer stores all of its information externally?
No. Besides these semi-permanent ways of storing information on external media, the computer can store limited amounts of information inside its own electronic components. Certain types of semiconductors serve as memory chips. Some, called read-only memory, or ROM chips, store information permanently and are used to load information into the computer that it needs to enable it to perform some of its very basic functions and begin operating properly when it starts up or boots.
I'm sorry, what are you saying? There's multiple bees in my ear.
The computer can use and change as necessary to do its calculations.
I can't hear you.
An elegant combination of RAM and disk space.
Is this what technology sounds like?
To provide the illusion of tremendous amounts of memory.
Wow, doing calculations in memory? So they really can think.
Even though the word computer comes from the Latin word meaning to reckon, consider, or think, computer logic has very little in common with the miracle of the complex human mind. All of the computers in the world linked together simultaneously could not begin to replicate the neural activity of one human brain. What the computer can do is handle
Why are there so many bees?
And make calculations very precisely.
Make them stop!
Processing is done inside of a very special chip called a central processing unit, or CPU. The CPU does the work of reading information patterns from input devices or retrieving it from storage devices, combining information for accurate calculations by switching information in and out of memory, and controlling the output devices so that a human can understand the computer's actions. And it does this all at the speed of light, performing millions of operations every second.
That's incredible.
Well, I like to think of the CPU as a maestro of a complex symphony orchestra, where the input, output, and storage devices are the instruments, and the information is the music. The CPU directs the performance of all the activities so that they all work in harmony.
Always room for a nice new bio.
I see. They are very versatile machines. No wonder they're so popular.
Versatile, yes. But beneath all the flashy capabilities, for all intensive purposes,
they will take over the world.
Computer hardware is simply an incredibly fast adding machine.
How can that be?
Computer hardware responds to electrical switching controls. Just like a light switch controls the flow of electricity, the microchip circuitry in a computer controls the flow of millions of electrical channels. The switch state of each circuit element represents a number, off for 0 and on for 1.
No wonder it can add fast. It doesn't have to count very far.
Au contraire. Just like the 10 digits of our hands form the basis for our common decimal number system, 0 and 1
Fingers
form
are
the basis
fucking
for
weird.
the binary number system. By combining these binary digits, or bits, the computer can count, with great accuracy, to very high numbers.
Hey guys,
By turning
donate some
figures on and
bits.
off, many different kinds of things can be represented.
Cheers
Our
to
decimal
everyone who's
digits, of
donated a
course,
bit.
scientific decimal
No one's done
fractions,
it yet, but
the letters of
cheers
the
to you.
alphabet, and even colors and sounds. Most everything that can somehow be arranged into a list or logical order can be represented in the computer by a number.
With millions of switches...
Thank you for the bit.
Oh, look at this guy's
When to
bits.
turn things on and off?
The computer has been told, by a human, exactly how to handle and interpret a particular binary number value.
How? No one can touch the microscopic switches.
That is where software
Thanks for
comes
the
into
bits.
picture. Software is a precise, logical flow control mechanism that properly defines how electricity is to be channeled through the computer switches. The structure for this software control is called a program. The information which is channeled by the program is called data.
I'm beginning to lose
exact order of
interest,
events.
ma'am.
Just like the program of events you receive at a
I
concert,
think I shall
or a
just
ball game
remain
which tells you
in
what things will
terror
happen
of
and
all
who
the
will do them, and when
computers.
they will take place. Unlike humans, computers do not have
I
a will
am
of their
unwilling
own.
to learn.
So a computer does exactly what its
Oh,
electronic
look at
switch
this
commands
guy's
tell it to
bits.
do. If bad instructions are given to the switching network, the computer will perform accordingly, even if that means things crash into one another. Computers cannot make two decisions at once. They are not capable, shall we say, of being able to walk and chew gum at the same time. They can, however, chew gum very fast.
They can
and
walk?
afterwards, walk very fast.
Well, where does this software
This
exist?
is a nightmare,
I mean, is it
ma'am.
some kind of billowy cloud of gas floating around in the hardware?
I'm afraid it's not even that tangible. Some of it exists in the area of hardware, called ROM, the read-only memory. Software can be retrieved as magnetic pulses through external storage in disks and tapes, and then copied into RAM, the random access memory, for use by the central processing unit. The CPU then reads the information, like a musical score or a written script, and performs according to the binary instructions given by the program.
So my computer
I
is
can't
a
speak
piano.
Fortunately, only a few humans have needed to program computers in the binary machine language they readily understand. Now, of more common use are translation languages like Pascal, Fortran, Lisp, C, and even my namesake, Ada, which compile human-level textual language and convert it into machine language.
So for me to tell a computer what to do, I have to learn one of these foreign languages?
No, dear. Writing computer programs can be left for the computer engineers who like that sort of thing. Compilers are only one type of program to control the computer's functions. Other programs can be purchased from authors who understand
This
the programming
buzzing is
languages
fucking me
to do
up,
a vast number
fam.
of tasks. Word processor programs instruct the computer to function as a powerful electronic typewriter for writing and changing reports and letters. A Morse code type of binary pattern called ASCII is used to represent letters, numbers, and control characters like the shift key. With a word processor,
Thanks for the
not only
bits.
can words be typed onto the keyboard, but sections of text can be moved around within a document in a cut-and-paste fashion. And the computer will even assist in checking the spelling before a final paper copy is made on the printer. Database programs are another type of software that can keep lists or records of information. They can arrange large volumes of information, so it is easier to understand by such means as sorting or joining. A telephone directory is an example of the type of information a database is best suited for.
Bitch, dude.
Electronic spreadsheets are software programs that are well suited for handling large volumes of numbers and performing many types of calculations with them to forecast and show quantitative results. A business financial balance sheet is an example of the function of a spreadsheet. Data communication programs allow computers to share information between machines by sending binary pulses over direct wires or by using audible carrier signals to communicate over telephone lines with a device called a modem.
Oh god, there's so many sounds.
Computers can pass binary signals over cables to certain types of musical instruments called MIDI synthesizers and play music. Graphics programs instruct the computer to draw lines that can be used for things like drafting, or they can color and move objects on the screen.
Wow. There is a whole spectrum of possibilities.
Wow.
So with the right software, I can do all these things on one machine.
Quite possibly. A point to emphasize, however, the computer is
You
only
know
as good
you
as the
can't
software
because you're a
written to run
fucking
on it.
idiot who
A great
copied
computer can be rendered
a floppy
useless
disk
by
and a
poorly
copy.
written software. Skillfully written software, however, can give the computer the illusion of
You got
intelligence.
your bits hanging out like
but
it's
in
the end
truth,
of
it
the
is mind of the
world.
programmer shining
Don't
through.
forget about the
Hey,
new magical
you guys
internet invention
doing
of
the
Twitch
bits.
Prime.
Thank you.
The operating
That's
system.
really cool.
In addition to speed, performance, and capacity, the operating system is the major difference in computers because it is the fundamental link between the human and the machine.
What does the operating system do?
There are many layers of communication between you and the hardware. One of the lower levels is occupied by a software program called the operating system. The operating system
We're
is the
learning!
intuition
Stop
layer
complaining
which
about how
interprets
long
into
it
the
is.
mechanical interface devices which respond to your actions. Or
I'm
through
scared
questions by
of my
higher-level
computer.
programs
I
and
need to
translates them
learn
into
to make it my
instructions for the
friend.
electrical system machinery. The operating system is the ultimate resource
I
manager
don't want
for
to
the
be
entire
embarrassed
computer.
anymore at
It
work.
schedules the flow of activities, gives priorities to simultaneous actions, and directs the results of the computer's calculations so proper feedback is provided to the user. Besides being the fourth basic difference in a computer types, the operating system is probably the single most noticeable difference between computer systems.
I don't follow.
There are almost as many
I
types of
never
operating
follow.
systems as there are computers.
I'm just
But
listening
there are
to you
three general
talk.
ways that a person can
And at the
communicate
end
with
of this,
one.
I
These are the
will
command
retain
language
no
interface,
information.
the menu interface,
and continue
and
to
the
believe
graphic
that
interface.
Satan is inside my
Each has its strong
computer.
points and weak points. Basically, there is a trade-off between ease of use versus ease of programming. Some people like the command language interface, whereby word-like commands are typed on the keyboard. There are a variety of command languages also. For instance, all of these commands instruct some particular machine to provide information about the contents of the data it currently stores.
Alex B.
So if I use a different machine, I might have to learn a whole new set of commands.
Different brands of
Thanks
machines
for the
generally
bits.
have different operating systems. Although the language might be different, the function performed by the command is basically the same. To see the contents of the information on a system which has a menu interface, one could pick a choice from a screen list. On a graphic interface, one could use a screen pointer controlled by a mouse and see the contents with the click of a button. Needs and preferences enter into the choice of the type of interface one makes. Graphic interfaces are rather convenient and simple to operate because to most people, a picture is worth 1,000 words. However, combining commands in a graphic interface is often difficult, if not impossible. Command languages and menus generally allow easy combinations. However, combining word commands into macro commands is very similar to controlling the computer with a programming language. Menu systems can be very complex in their hierarchical levels of menu selections, and the casual user can become easily lost in the layers as they tend to look much the same throughout.
I don't know how my boss decided to buy the equipment he did.
Hopefully, your employer confronted his computer needs in the proper way by taking the first 3 steps toward successful computer solutions. First, analyze and define the task to be accomplished on the job. Second, seek out software programs to best perform the job
I think I'm just going to quit my
Look for
job.
robust software that handles errors with finesse. Lastly, after these
Perhaps
investigations
become
have
a
been
farm
accomplished,
girl.
find the most
Milk
efficient
some
hardware to run the
cows,
chosen
because those
software
aren't
with an eye on
complicated
future
like
requirements
computer.
that the hardware might have to meet.
Well, once I've sorted out all of these concepts, What kinds of things can I do to ensure that things run correctly?
First of all, remember your computer's an electrical device, just like your refrigerator. If the electrical power
Why does it have legs?
Things spoil very quickly. In most cases with the computer, the effect is instantaneous.
What can I do to prevent losing everything?
That is what storage devices are for. Learn how to store
Well,
information on magnetic
hello
media
there.
and copy information from the computer's memory
Magnets?
to the media at least every 20 minutes.
What am I to do with
That
the
way,
magnet?
if
Should
things
I just
crash,
put it inside
you'll
my
only have lost
computer?
20 minutes of work when things return to normal. Make
Oh, look
backup
at this
copies of
guy's
the magnetic
bits.
media daily, so if one gets damaged, there is another source of the information. Be aware of the environment the computer and the media has to live in. They are sensitive to temperature and humidity. Magnets, food, drink, and smoke are all very harmful to machines and media.
But you
Where
said
can I
to
get more
use
help when I
magnetic
need it?
devices.
Well,
This is
you
so
know how to learn about
confusing.
computers through osmosis. Computer user groups are available in most every community where people meet to discuss their common situations. Talk with your peers. The responsible ones will be very willing to help you over the rough places, no matter how trivial you may think the situation. Magazines abound for particular machines and in general.
Oh no. I must be starting to wake up.
Oh
There are a
no.
million more things I'd like to ask you. We don't have
I'm gonna
time.
go back to the real world when I'm an idiot.
Oh, you have? I don't think I'm afraid anymore. In fact, this is a new journey that'll be exciting to explore.
Don't be afraid to ask others for help. You'll find others are on the same road to adventure, just like you. They'll be glad to help someone who is as enthusiastic as you are.
Thank you, Lady Ada. Come back again?
Perhaps.
Fresh bits! You got your bits hanging out like it's the end of the world.
You were up early this morning.
Thanks for the
Hope things
bits.
go better for you today.
I have a good feeling about it. Thanks for your encouragement.
Aw,
my
he's
friend.
such a sweetheart.
You know I'm on your side.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good luck.
Divorce her and marry me! I know how to use computers! I'm not a fucking idiot! Oh, I'm just left with the bees and no computer. Why so many bees?
Hi.
Bye! Buzz buzz bitches! Who is this man? Who are these people? Whose birthday is it? Hello, America! We're gonna learn to speak English because I know that none of you know how. Are you guys advanced enough for book 8? I hope you're not a bunch of dummies out there.
While Maria is away, I want to plan some great shows. Let's discuss our best stories.
Because
Dick?
fuck Maria. We don't want her involved
It's
in
hanging
our
out like it's
project.
the end of the world.
Crab the bees are gone, crab.
Good. When?
Next month?
Tell me about stories we can do now.
The Natural History Museum has an exhibit on archaeology. Everyone says it's fabulous. I want to do a story on it.
That's good. Jim Stewart is doing a local story on the Nature Center. What are you doing, Connie?
I'm doing a story on employment agencies.
Really? Then maybe you can help me with a big problem. Maria's assistant is sick.
Oh no, Kathy's sick?
Oh,
She'll be
no.
okay, but she could be away for months.
You'll need help.
I hate
while
this
Maria's
guy.
away.
Who can we hire?
His
Any
mouth
ideas?
looks like
Patricia
Donkey
Wilson
Kong's
for
mouth.
Donna.
That's what's bothering me.
On television.
She worked for a newspaper last year.
I know Patricia. She's never worked in television.
He's just got like a big old bottom
Thomas
lip.
Jones is good. He was a writer at an advertising agency in 1990. Now he's a writer for a magazine.
But he's never worked in news.
He graduated from Columbia University last year.
He has the dong mouth.
And Greg Olden went to Columbia, but he didn't graduate. And Patricia Wu graduated from New York University 3 years ago.
Greg Olden was a cameraman.
He's never worked in news. But
He
Patricia
looked like
has
he
worked
could
in
voice
news before.
every monkey character
I'll call
ever.
Patricia, then I'll talk to Maria about it.
And then I'll have a banana after the
It'd be hard to find the
conversation.
right person. My next story is about employment agencies. Mike and I are going to 2 employment agencies this afternoon. Every day, employment agencies help companies find the right employees.
Hello.
They compare job qualifications and
Staring
recommend the
into
best
my
people.
soul.
Yesterday, we visited several agencies in Stamford to find out how they work. Mike, I like to see agents comparing people's resumes. Just photograph
I don't
their
like this
discussions.
talking to
We'll edit
me
it
and then
later.
talking to them thing. I don't like that.
This fella has spent, if we look
Oh,
at it,
he's a hottie.
from 1972
Look at
to
those
1989
suspenders.
as a scientist. So he was a scientist too.
John has a PhD and Jim does too.
All right, now we'll look at Bob here. Well, you can see he started out as a teacher, but he was a science teacher, so he knows science. Looking at it, Jim's also used
I
computers.
bet that guy's entire body is covered in hair.
Bob has 2.
Like,
Here, Mike. Let's film these 2 agents.
from the ankles to the wrists.
But John
Just nothing but the thickest forest of hair.
Is that
about right? Is he looking for any increase?
I think it was
or-
about 43.
All right, now who have you got over here?
I have the guy for the training job.
Oh, this is the
I
fellow.
think he is absolutely
Oh,
perfect.
Vince Smith, okay.
He is.
How many years' experience did he have working with them?
He had 3 years,
Oh,
but
many
very
years
solid work.
experience.
Working with the.
When did he graduate and get his degree?
He graduated in '84. John.
How many of you graduated in 1984?
George hasn't.
Raise your hand.
Does he have children?
Oh, yes, he does. He has
How many
one.
children does he have?
How many of you were alive in
But he's
1984?
willing to relocate. George really does have excellent references, and John does too. They're both very good.
Fuck John, dude.
Since Maria left, I've been so busy I can't think. I've been fixing the house, I've been buying baby furniture, and I've been producing the shows. What else? Oh, at night I've been putting up wallpaper in the baby's room. It's still a mess. How do parents do it all? Imagine having 3 or 4 children. It's too much. And the money. Ann and I have been spending too much expensive. I like WEFL, but they can't pay me enough money. I'm going to look for another job. A big New York television
Me
station
too.
can pay me a lot more
I
than I
fucking
make
quit.
here.
I don't want to do zone outs anymore.
Hello?
Hi, this is Sam Finch.
Sam, how have you been? I haven't seen you for a month.
I'm over here working for like
I've been making a business deal in California.
table scraps.
I'm in Aspen right now.
Yeah, I understand.
I need
you're
a big
skiing
time
with
New York
Maria.
We
production
made
job.
plans to meet this afternoon, but I can't make it. And I haven't been able to find Maria. She moved to a different hotel. If she calls, tell her I'll meet her for
Maria
dinner
got
at the Grand
fucking
Hotel at 8 o'clock.
murdered.
Okay, the Grand Hotel.
How's Ann?
Anne's fine. She hasn't been sleeping well lately, but the doctor says she's doing fine.
That's good. How have you been? Dad?
Oh, I've been working hard lately. I'm producer while Maria is away.
That's
I've been
great.
gathering so many
Sounds like you've been doing
bananas.
well. I've got to go.
You know,
I'll
swinging
bring
from
the
tree
calls
to
to Grand Hotel.
tree.
See you later.
Bye, Sam. Connie, can I see you for a minute?
You can bring me a banana.
What can I do for you?
What have you been working on the last few days?
I've been working on the story on employment agencies.
Nothing, dude.
I've been looking at your travel story. I think you need more interviews.
I think so too.
It's not
I'm
where they've been
sorry.
that
I don't
matters,
know
it's
why
what
I'm
they
ragging
do
on
there.
this guy so much,
I want
but
to know
just
how
his
they
fucking
feel
upper
about their
lip
trip.
just reminded me of Donkey
You're right.
Kong, and I
I'll
can't.
do it right away.
You're right, you fucking little shit.
That was easy. I've been
Shut up!
expecting
Don't
more
talk
trouble.
directly to me.
Everyone
Stop
has been
it!
very helpful. The stories have been good. It can't be this easy. Jake, can I see you for a minute?
Oh, he's gonna have sex with Jake. Jake, would you mind bending over this desk real quick?
Jake, what have you been working on since Maria left?
The archaeology story.
I looked at your story. What's the point?
Some archaeologists have discovered a fantastic treasure.
I have a question for
And
you,
they're coming to
sir.
New York.
Why are you calling people in and asking them what they're working on when
And
you've
what?
already seen it?
What does it mean to the average person in Stamford, Connecticut?
It's one of the most important scientific events of the year. It's a big story.
Jake,
This
quit
guy
looking for
sucks.
big stories. I need local stories. Is a local scientist involved?
Maybe. I'll look. That's a pretty good idea.
Work with Mike. He'll help you.
This guy sucks. I hate him. I'm glad I was making fun of him. Fuck him. Don't talk to me like that. How dare you! Do you guys like having the timer at the bottom of the screen to know exactly how much of your life
Have you
you've
been
wasted
looking
so
for
far?
a job? Try an employment
Yes.
agency. They find jobs
I
for
would-
hundreds
okay.
of people every day. Are you an employer?
What about...
Are you tired of
No.
interviewing people? Try an employment agency. Employment agencies have been helping employers find good people.
Keep bouncing
for
around
50
the subjects.
In this report, we'll look at how employment agencies work. I wondered how long it would take to a company to fill a position without using an employment
Oh,
agency.
she
Stop,
fucked up.
please.
Fire her.
I have to write a new script. An employment agency can help you find a job. They'll read your resume, interview you, and suggest jobs for you, too. Visiting an agency in Stamford, we asked this question. How long will it take a company to find the right employee without using an employment agency?
If they are lucky, between 6 and 7 weeks. We can do it in 24 hours.
The agents spend lots of time looking at
I
resumes.
still don't know what this video
Notice
is
how they
about.
compare people who are looking for a job in a pharmacy.
I'm supposed to be learning
Now we'll look
English.
at Bob here. Well, you can see, he started out as a teacher, but he was a science teacher, so he knows science.
He worked as a scientist between 1988
How is this supposed to be
and
teaching me English?
So he was a scientist too, now he's director of product development. Okay, now, we'll look at John, and we know that he has the PhD. That's good. Now let's see if he's making the tablets too.
John has experience with tablets, but Jim doesn't.
The employment agents look
Well,
to see
fuck
which
Jim
people
then,
have used
right?
computers.
Well, looking at it, Jim's also used computers. Bob has
Jim's
too.
a computer man.
I would say both John and Jim have a significant advantage over Bob, but they just have more experience.
Many people have used either a computer or a word processor. It often helps if you've used one.
Computers!
Here's another pair of agents comparing
the bane
computer
of my
programmers.
existence.
John hasn't used an
How
IBM
will I
computer
ever
before,
find a
and George
job
hasn't
if I don't know how to use
When
computers?
he was at Emory, can you tell me what he did there?
He was a programmer.
Okay.
Sandy's worked as a computer programmer, but John hasn't.
All right, now who have you got over here?
I have the guy for the training job.
Oh, this is the fellow.
I think he is absolutely
Oh,
perfect.
Vince Smith, okay.
He is.
Well, let me ask you this. How many years' experience did he have working with them?
He had 3 years,
Okay.
but very solid work.
I see.
Working with the.
When did he graduate and get his degree?
He graduated.
Slow the
in
fuck down.
84.
Dan has a PhD, and John does too.
Yes. Which
Did
was,
he
uh,
supervise anybody over there?
He was on a
Nobody
team
talks
with
like
about 2
this.
people.
Did he supervise
Yes,
them?
he did.
Okay, good. All right. Now,
Agents have nice things to say about the people they see.
George really does have excellent references, and John does too. They're both very good.
Oh no.
Hello, Stephen Wynn.
Stephen,
Maria, how's the vacation?
just fine, Stephen.
She's
How are you
alive.
doing?
Just great. I've been working hard. Everyone has been doing a great job. Oh, Kathy hasn't been feeling well.
Oh, that's too bad. What's wrong?
The doctor isn't sure.
Has she been at work?
No, she's been resting at home. The doctor wants her to stay in bed for 2 weeks or more. I hired Patricia Wu to take her place yesterday.
Who's Patricia Wu? How much experience has she had at television?
She hasn't
I would
worked
love
at a
to stay in
television
bed
station
for 2
before,
weeks.
but she was a reporter at a newspaper last year.
Did you talk to Greg Olden or Thomas Jones?
Yes, I talked to Greg Olden, and I talked to Thomas Jones, too. They haven't worked at a television station either.
Why do you want to hire Patricia?
She has had experience
Because
as a
she's
reporter,
hot.
but Greg and Thomas haven't.
She sounds good. I'll talk to her when I get back. Is everything else all right?
Connie has been working on a story on employment agencies. She's still working on it. Jake has been working on an archaeology story.
It sounds like you've been doing fine, Stephen. I'll call again in a few days.
Bye, Maria. Have fun. Oh, Maria. Maria? I almost forgot. Sam Finch called.
That's okay, Stephen. Sam found me.
That's good. See you later.
I don't like him. Get him out of my lesson and my books. I don't want him here. Is this a
The
song?
doctor says Anne might have the baby soon. She has some pains and the doctor's not sure. But I don't know. She might not have it.
No,
What
if
she
she's pregnant,
has
she's
it
gonna
early?
have the baby.
She's almost 2 weeks early. I can't work while Anne is having the baby.
So you take leave. These are all pretty normal things, my guy.
Connie, can you come in here?
Connie, how do babies work? Help.
Connie, I might have to leave early today.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
I might not be in tomorrow or the next day.
Oh.
Okay.
Is the baby due?
Maybe. It might come any day now.
That's wonderful, Stephen.
Yes, but Maria might not be back in. You might have to help me. Can you keep an eye on things for the next few days?
I don't know where everything is.
The schedules are on the desk. Everything is planned. Now, Abbott Larkin might call. If he does, please schedule his interview for next month.
Next month, any day?
Right. Bob Hammond might call. Please give him my home phone number if he calls.
Fucking write this shit down, bruh.
Hello? Anne?
Expecting you to remember what you're saying? Come on.
Okay.
The baby's coming!
I love you.
Back.
Then tell Bob to fuck off.
My vagina's being torn open, the
Stay
baby's
here.
coming!
I'll call you.
Good luck, Stephen.
Hi, why are you looking at me?
Has anybody heard from Stephen?
Not yet.
He died on his way to the hospital.
These pictures are excellent, Mike. We got them from the Stanford Museum.
What's the story about?
It's about
I
archaeology.
don't like, I feel uncomfortable. They're looking at me and I don't like it.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that, not at me.
Where King Herod built a city.
King Herod from the Bible.
Yes. And every year, people from all over the world come to dig here. This was a big city a long time ago.
What do they look for?
Anything. They might find statues, temples, coins, pottery, who knows?
Do they find anything?
Sometimes they find things on the ground. Sometimes they find things
Oh,
under the
look at
ground
this
or
guy's
under rocks.
bits.
Sometimes they find things on top of walls. This man found a beautiful statue. There might be another one like it somewhere.
All those people digging in the ground.
That's not the only place they dig.
What do you mean?
Herod's city was located on the coast.
Shut the fuck up, don't talk about
A lot of
titties.
people look for objects that might be on...
You mean they might find objects in the water?
Yes. The city was once a major harbor. People have been digging for 30 years. They have uncovered only a small part of the city.
Wow. This sounds like a great story, Jake.
It may make a good feature.
You should interview that scientist at the Stanford Museum.
Sounds
That's a good
boring,
idea.
actually.
Steven said he might be in his office this week. I'll call him.
I haven't learned any English.
Hello? Stephen, where are you? At the hospital? And? Well, call us. Is there anything we can do? Good luck. Bye. I'm so happy for Stephen.
Are you?
But I'm also a little jealous. It must be exciting to have a baby. I'm 33 years old, never been married. Work has
Same.
always been the most important thing. Is it
Not
worth
same.
it? Sure. There are things I've
No.
done that Stephen hasn't done. I've traveled around the world as a reporter. I visited 50 countries. That's exciting, too.
Have you heard from Stephen?
He's still waiting. Poor Stephen. He stayed up all night last night. He's on
Just
pins and
fucking...
needles.
Just go get impregnated. It's fine. Someone will do it.
She's fine. She had pains this morning.
That
She
man
must be
will
ready to have
probably
the
do it
baby.
if you ask him.
So Stephen won't be able to come in today.
That's okay. I have the schedules and the scripts. I'll be able to manage while he's gone.
He won't be able to see Jake's story on archaeology. We'll show it to him tomorrow.
I'm not sure he'll be able to come into work tomorrow either, Mike.
Where's Maria?
Today's Thursday. Maria won't be back until Friday. I don't think she'll be able to see the story either.
Where's the English?
Jake. Jake.
What? Oh, sorry, Mike.
Jake, we gotta study English, buddy.
You must be
Same.
really tired, Jake. You've been working hard on this story. You should take a day off tomorrow.
No, I won't be able to. Steven wants his story by Friday, and I might not be able to finish by Friday.
Let's see how it looks so far.
This is a story about the people who dig. They come all the way to Harrod City. They spend
They make
weeks looking through the dirt
sandcastles.
for pottery, coins, statues. They put string over the holes to help them make maps.
I like string.
It must be hard work.
It is, but it's interesting too. They have no idea what might be under that wall. Or next to that wall. Or even on the bottom of the sea.
I still can't believe people spend all that time in the water. They must get pretty cold after a while.
It takes
Then
hours
fuck
to
the
find
water.
objects in the ocean. But they might discover a fantastic treasure down there.
Wow, look at that fucking rock they found. What fantastic treasure.
That's as far as I've gotten, Mike. I don't know what to do next.
You need to think of an ending. These pictures are so good.
I know. I just can't think right now. And I can't find the last tape I need.
I might be able to help you find it tomorrow. Look, Jake, you're tired. Let's call it a day. You better go home and get some sleep.
Jake
You're right,
is my
Mike.
spirit animal.
Thanks.
And I haven't eaten all day. I better get something to eat.
Go home and sleep, you nerd. She gonna tell me again about how
Where's
she's
Maria?
30 and
I don't know.
unmarried
She
and
might be caught
doesn't
in a
have children?
snowstorm somewhere.
Try her house. She might be home.
I called. She's not there.
Just fuck
Where's Steven? Have
Jake.
you heard from him?
He is
No,
right
not
there.
Well, the show must go on. We'll be able to do
Opportunity
today's show
arises
without
at
them.
every corner.
No problem.
Except we can't find the scripts. Do you know where they are?
They must be on the bookshelf. I put them there yesterday.
He wants to fuck! Are you not paying attention, lady?
Ah, here they are.
Susan!
And
I
where are
don't know
the
what your
schedules?
name is.
They're on the shelf, Jake.
Stop being a bitch. It's your only chance at ever getting laid.
A picture of Chris and me. Yeah, I look great.
Sorry.
$1.
I would fuck him,
Under the
alright?
videotapes. Quit admiring
Jesus.
yourself, Jake.
Jake's cute. He can admire himself all he wants. Dude, open your goddamn eyes, Susan. You fucking, you could be married by now. To Jake, your casting partner.
Today, the city is buried under the water and under the sand of this Mediterranean coast. Archaeologists looked for the secrets that are buried here. They look for
I really wonder
clues
how this is all
to
going to
Herod's
unfold
ancient
because
city.
we're not even halfway through this video.
Archaeologists look for objects. They look for pottery, statues, temples, and coins.
Yes, pottery.
They're bronze coins.
Any
Bronze,
dates
yeah.
on there?
No, they're too badly corroded, but
They hope these objects will help them understand the past. A small piece of pottery under a rock might be a clue to the past. Archaeologists also look for objects in the sea.
And look at all this hot footage.
Sometimes they find objects under plants or rocks on the bottom of the sea.
I mean, like, honestly, why would anyone do this?
It must be hard work. But what keeps these people going? All the time they wonder what might be under the next rock. When the archaeologists
Thanks
are
for
under
the
water,
bits.
they can't see things very clearly.
Oh, thank you.
There's something down there, but you're not sure exactly what it is.
The people of King Herod's city built a harbor in an impossible place. It's a very rocky coast. They built walls of rock on the bottom of the
You know what?
sea.
Maybe Steven was right. This may be a boring story.
To build the harbor.
Jake, I believed in you, but I don't know.
You got your bits hanging out like it's the end of the world.
Rocky Road.
First, the people of King Herod's city built walls. Later, new people built walls on top of the old walls.
Oh, you've really
And
done
then
it
the
now.
next people built walls on those walls. And then there's some more walls on top of the other walls. And guess what? It's a pretty great wall.
Most of the workers are college students. They start
Look at all these
work
hot
at 4
college
o'clock in the
girls.
morning when it's cool. Others are teachers, pilots, doctors,
And they're doing
lawyers,
shit like
and journalists.
fucking dusting off rocks, so you know they're not getting laid.
Yeah. I like digging myself. You never know what's under the next boulder.
They must love it. They never
I like
stop
digging
working.
a hole for
They
me to
never
die
give
in
up.
eventually.
They just keep digging. They look everywhere. On top of walls,
On the side of walls,
next to walls,
on the other side of the wall, under the
under
waist next
rocks,
to the wall. Fuck
on the bottom
me.
of the sea.
He actually said it.
But in 30 years, only 7 acres have been uncovered. Who knows what might be under the thousands of acres that are left?
$1.
Next to the walls. This video is so that you can learn English. How are you not understanding that you're learning English from this? It's so clear and
That was a very
obvious.
interesting story, Jake. What will the archaeologists find?
I don't know
Oh
what
my
they'll
God, I hope they
find.
fuck.
They're looking for a temple.
How long will it take to uncover the city?
What if that go
I'm not sure how
digging
long
in
it'll
your
take.
pennies,
Maybe
man?
100 years.
I wonder what Maria is doing. She should be back today.
And where's Steven?
We have a visitor.
Hey, look who's here.
It's a boy.
Congratulations.
How big is he?
8 pounds, 4 ounces.
That's big.
And what's his name?
That's a huge baby.
Peter Wynn. That's a good name.
What's his middle name?
I don't know what his middle name
Imagine
is yet.
squeezing
You don't know?
8 pounds
call
out of
him
your
Peter
body,
Stephen Wynn.
and then it starts crying.
No.
What does Anne want?
I'm not sure what she wants as a middle name. We haven't decided yet. Well, Connie, we've been too busy.
We have another visitor, Maria.
Stephen, congratulations.
Welcome home.
Do you have any pictures of little Peter Wynn?
Not yet. Have a cigar. Have a cigar. Have a cigar. Have a
Yay,
cigar.
smoking.
3 cheers for Anne and Stephen.
And little Peter Wynn.
And welcome back, Maria.
We all hope you had a wonderful and successful vacation.
I hope your vacation was successful. I hope you vacated.
I should
Real
get a gift
hard.
for Stephen's baby, but I'm not sure what
Nah, fuck them.
This is difficult. I'm not sure what they need. Does the baby need blankets? Nah. They bought lots of blankets for the baby. I'll buy something fun. I should get him a toy. Yeah, A toy with bright colors.
Get him a subscription to Zone Some.
I know. FAO Schwartz in New York City. I'll bring a camera. Maybe Jim can do a story on the toy business.
Okay, let's go inside, Mike. I'm not sure what we'll
Time to
need.
go to the
Just get
shittiest
shots of
toy
interesting
store
toys
ever.
And, shoppers shopping. Let's go.
I wonder how big FAO Schwartz is.
Congratulations, you've passed your probation period.
Wow, look at those gifts. Thanks.
Those dolls might be good for Steven's baby. What's the baby's name?
Do you want some creepy ass dolls?
Aren't you just sweet as pie?
Those little girls are cute.
Yeah, they'll make a
you
good
just
picture.
sweet as pie?
I wonder how much those video games cost.
Burger time.
Oh my god, buy the baby video games. It'll be
Look
a
at that
gamer by the age of 15.
It's me, Zontan.
What's that?
Guck.
That looks like
I love playing with Guck.
4 packages in here. When you put all 4 packets in,
Those teddy bears might be good for Steven's baby.
They look good.
I have to find something. I have no idea what I should buy. Maybe I should get a toy. What should I buy?
Don't get a toy. Get a teddy bear. He'll love it.
Are we gonna go to the baby shower? Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm so confused. That toy store has everything.
Me too.
It has dolls, toys, stuffed animals.
I'm
games,
generally
and
always
new ideas.
confused, though.
I don't know what to buy. I think I'll call WEFL and ask for advice.
it's winter, Mike. Buy a baby
We're
hat.
learning English.
Mama always told me to keep babies very warm.
Don't you guys know English by now?
It's easy, Mike. Buy some baby clothes. Anything pretty. But don't buy anything pink. Buy blue for baby boys.
Don't buy clothes. Buy something he can use. Buy a toy. Buy a toy football. Do you see any toy footballs at FAO Schwartz?
I still don't know what I can buy. They all told me to buy something different. Maria told me to buy a warm hat for the baby. Connie told me to buy some baby clothes. Jake told me not to buy clothes. He told me to buy a toy football. And Jim told me not to buy a toy. He told me to buy a teddy bear. Huh.
Stephen, did you check up on Patricia Wu before you hired her?
Well, not really. Why do you ask?
Patricia didn't tell the truth on her resume.
What, she lied?
Her resume says she was a reporter.
She told Connie she was a reporter.
She told a lie. The editor of the newspaper told me she was an assistant reporter. He told me she wasn't a reporter.
She wrote stories. I saw them. Have you talked to Patricia?
Yes, I told her to tell the truth.
And? What did she say?
She told me to read her stories. They prove she was a reporter.
Her stories are very good.
I know. And I like Patricia very much.
I'm sure that she's honest. Keep her, Maria.
Okay. I'm sorry Kathy is sick. Have you talked to her?
Yes. The doctor told her to go home and get lots of rest. He told her not to go back to work for 6 months.
Oh, dear. I'll have to call her right away.
Jesus Christ.
She's exhausted. She was working too hard, Maria.
Me too.
Just like you.
Me too,
You look
man.
exhausted.
The baby cries.
I'm working so
all
hard right now.
night.
Stephen, go home. Get lots of rest.
Oh, look
Don't
at this
come back
guy's
to work
bits.
For 3 days.
With pleasure. See you later.
Hi, everybody. We're back.
What did you get?
Hello.
Take a look. We got a football.
Mike.
A whole football?
Baby presents.
Well, this seemed right for a little boy, and I had a football.
Excuse me for interrupting. Peter Wynn is not a little boy. He's a baby. Return it to the store. Buy a baby present for a baby.
Like what?
Listen, babies can play football.
I told you to find some nice baby clothes.
No, I'm not sure what I should buy.
We should help Mike.
Aww.
I called Anne this morning because I want to get the baby.
He's so cute.
What
He's
is Anne
a
want?
little
She told me to get
sad
baby
face.
pajamas. She told me not to buy any toys. She has too many baby toys.
What color pajamas?
She told me to get blue pajamas. Mike, get some pajamas.
Don't buy any toys. Go to a baby store. Baby Magic. It's right here in Stanford. Get blue pajamas. Pretty ones.
I want blue pajamas.
So, how was your vacation?
It was
Why won't anyone buy me blue
Snow
pajamas?
was perfect.
I'm a
Ski
baby.
day.
Where are
And
my
dance every
pajamas?
night? How's Sam Finch?
He's okay.
Tell me the truth, Maria. What happened with Sam Finch?
We had a great time. But I'm not sure what will happen. We had a great time, that's all.
When will you see him again?
I don't know. He had business in California.
Never.
Can I tell you a secret? Don't tell anyone.
Okay, what?
His dick
Sam's
was
going to buy
tiny.
a television station there.
Oh.
Oh, guess what? I told
This is
Mike
the
to get
worst
pajamas.
gossip ever.
Now I don't know what I should buy for the baby.
More pajamas. You can wear multiple pairs. Sometimes the other pajamas need to be
What
washed.
should you buy for a little boy? Do you know what you should buy for a little girl? If you have no idea what they want, then FAO Schwartz is the place for you. It may be the biggest toy store in the world, and if you can't find the right present here, then you can't find it anywhere. Today we're shopping for someone special. Stephen Wynn, our director, has just had a little baby boy. So come on, we'll all go shopping.
Yay!
I wonder where all these people come from. They can buy stuffed elephants, games.
Oh my fucking god.
And
Give
beers.
me the Yahtzee!
I'm shopping for my
Yahtzee is
nephew.
the
I have
worst
no idea
fucking
what I
game
should
of all
get him.
time.
Maybe
I don't
you'll
know who
find a
came up
toy
with
at
it,
FAO
but
Schwartz.
they should have
I'm
been
not
stopped.
sure what I'll buy today.
Maybe a truck or a football?
I don't know what I want to buy.
Dolls are
Barbie.
popular, and I don't know where you can find better ones. I wonder what this little girl will buy.
Nothing. She doesn't have a job. You can only buy things with money you earned, sir.
I don't know which video game I like best. Look at this stuff. I wonder what it is.
It's Guck.
And that's FAO Schwartz. It's still my favorite store. I guess there's still a child in all of us. certainly is in me.
He's got a lot of jackets
I'm Jim
on right
Stewart,
now.
reporting for Hello America.
Jim, why? Why do you have 4 different jackets?
We're lost. I'll ask for directions.
We are?
Could you tell me where the Stanford Nature Center is, please?
Did you just pull up to
Straight ahead?
a random human's house?
Do you know how far it is?
Nobody's there!
1 mile.
Who are you talking to?
Thanks. You'll like the Nature Center.
What the fuck?
Great place.
I'll ask for directions. I'll just pull up to this person's home and just shout at their
We're here
window
at the
when
Stanford
nobody
Nature
shows
Center with Assistant Director Brad Burnham. Brad, could you tell us a little about the farm?
We have a small New England farm here at the Stanford Museum and Nature Center.
Oh my goodness, Brad,
we have many
hello.
types of farm animals here.
Could you tell our viewers
Cow?
how big the farm is?
The farm itself is probably
Chicken?
not that big. I'd say maybe 5 to 10 acres.
Do you know how many farm animals
Maybe
you have?
5 to 10
We have
feet.
about 25 farm animals.
We have
have
25
pigs,
farm animals
2 baby
fit in
pigs,
a 5 by 10
sheep,
foot pen.
chickens, ducks and geese.
Can you tell me how old those pigs are?
Sure. They're 6.5 weeks
What?
old.
Could you tell me how
What kind of
long the gift
fucking
shop stays open?
question?
It's open during the time when most visitors are
Excuse
here,
me, sir.
from 10 to
How
4.
old are your pigs?
Can you tell me what the gift shop sells?
This is important
Postcards,
information. Can you
birthday
tell me
cards,
how old your
nature
pigs
posters, stuffed animals, and T-shirts.
Can you tell the viewers where the farm is located?
It's on Schofield Town Road, near the Merritt Parkway.
Can you get here by public transportation?
Yes, there's a bus that stops here.
Do you know where the bus stops?
are? How old is that bus?
At the front gate.
Thank you, Brad. This is Jim Stewart at the Stanford Nature Center. This is Jim Stewart for WEFL at the Stanford Nature Center.
Did you forget where you worked, Benny? How old are your pigs? You got pigs back there? How old are they? The age of consent for pigs? This is very
Maria.
important information.
I'm at a phone booth at the Nature Center. I've done the interview.
I've
Want
done it,
another
Maria.
story? I don't think there are any other stories here, Maria. Maria, it's
There's just
cold.
farms out here,
there aren't
Maria.
very many people here, and all I see are
Maria,
ducks.
it's cold. I
Hundreds
want to
of
go
ducks.
home.
Do a
There's so
story on
many ducks.
Are you kidding? How can I do a
wanna
story
be
on
around
ducks? Okay,
Maria,
okay. Well, I'll
please.
see. Goodbye.
Maria, please let me go home.
Guess what, Mike?
We're doing a story about ducks.
What are we going to do, Mike? I can't do a story on ducks.
Look at all those
ducks are funny.
chickens.
The geese are funny, too.
I'm actually dying.
Look at that one. It's a very strange-looking goose. There's another one just like it. The big ones are Canadian geese. They're the biggest geese. They chase the others.
They're fucking dicks. I'm not gonna say
The
you
white
should
ones
murder
with the orange
Canadians,
bills are
but
very beautiful.
Canadian
They live here
geese
all
are
year.
okay to kill.
I like the little green ducks.
Afro duck.
Those little green ones are mallards.
They're mallards. You fuck. Okay, never mind. He said it.
That one is mean. The others run away when it fights.
Oh, those ducks are so mean.
I like that little gray one. The kids
I like
that one, too. They like to feed it.
It's just this
See,
new
they throw
story
it bread,
at like
but the other
10
one steals
p.m. is just him going, I like ducks.
Let's do a story on the little gray duck. The kids will love it. Look, there's a little boy. Let's see what happens. Where are the geese? There's
Oh,
one.
he's gonna die.
Here's another. Now, the others see
No,
the
don't
little
feed
boy,
them.
and the little boy runs the other way.
No, don't feed them. They'll follow
Look
you.
out.
They're
Here comes
scary.
another
They
one.
hiss at you.
Let's shoot some more, Mike. Okay, Maria, we finished the story on ducks.
I did the duck story, Maria.
Yes, they are interesting. Yes, there were children. We're done here, Maria. We're coming home. Otters?
I'm fucking leaving, Maria.
There are otters here? You want a story on otters? I can't do a story on otters.
Maria's a fucking bitch.
For a breath of fresh air and wide open
Where's
spaces,
my story on otters?
Stewart found a place right here in Stanford.
We're here at the Stanford Nature Center with Brad Burnham. Brad, could you tell us a little about the farm?
Sure.
How old are your
small
pigs?
New England farm here at the Stanford Museum and Nature Center. We have many types of farm animals here.
There are plenty of farm animals here. The school children love them. There are all the usual farm animals, but not many places have otters. Do you know anywhere in Stanford where you can see otters play?
Oh my god, look at them go!
But the stars of the show are the new baby lambs.
Oh, it's so cute.
Can you tell me how old those lambs are?
Sure. They're 6.5
I want to know the age of
names
all
are
of your
Spot
animals!
And Houdini. And they're lots of fun to play with. They're very curious and a little shy of people.
Could you tell our viewers how big the farm is?
I'd say maybe about 5 to 10 acres.
Does anyone know how many geese you have here?
No, I'm sorry we don't. We have a lot of geese.
Can you tell me why the geese like it here?
Yeah, it's
old
because the
are
visitors
your
love
pigs?
to feed them.
You can shop at the gift shop, or you can walk on the hiking trails, but do you know how to keep a secret? The most fun here is at the duck pond with all the ducks and geese. But watch out for a duck I call Sally.
You named her. How could you
Looking for a
name
beautiful
her?
place? We found one right here in Stanford at the Stanford Nature Center. When we visited, we saw all sorts of strange geese and ducks. This one is strange looking. The other ones are
That's a
beautiful.
fucking weird duck right there, ain't it, boy?
There's another beautiful bird. And there's another one. That's a Long Island goose. The other ducks near it come from Europe. The green ones are mallards.
Wow. Ducks.
Our favorite is Sally, the duck who never got fed.
Oh no. Sally's
The
gonna
other ones won't let her
die.
eat. The kids bring lots of bread, but it's hard to eat when there's so much competition. And here it comes. There's one who's hungry. Look at that. The other one is hungry too. Luckily, there are lots of people who like to feed these ducks and geese. Even Sally. And
I'm
with everyone's help,
mesmerized.
Sally finally.
What a
gets
good news
some
story. I like ducks.
These are good stories. The duck story is wonderful.
Have you heard from Sam Finch?
No, he hasn't called.
Did
Why
he buy the
cover real
station in
news and you
California?
can talk
I
about
don't know.
duck?
You're the one that needs the big romance. You're young, you're beautiful. You'll find someone.
I hope so, Maria.
I will. Me too. I really hope so.
Sam! How are you? Where are you? Well, my trip back was fine. Stephen Wynn had a baby boy. Yes. His name is Peter. Did you buy the station?
I guess we'll never know if you bought the station. But we did get to see ducks. And I like duck. Sorry guys, you have to tune in to the next book. Tape. A book on tape. Oh, see, you guys were complaining how long it was, and now you want to see what happened. Will Patricia ever get laid? Nobody knows. Did Jake ever go to bed? Did the one guy buy pajamas? Who knows? We'll never watch the next video. These are just questions you'll have to think about for the rest of your lives. I learned so much English. Sally did get fed, yes.
Well.
Guys, I need you to go get a pen or a pencil, some paper and index cards,
It's
an
a brand
envelope,
new
a deck
baby
of playing
boy.
cards, some dice,
Bio.
scissors, strings, and paper money. Hurry! This is interactive. You guys need to do it. This guy is so cool.
My name is Max Maven, and I invite you to join me in a unique form of television. Together, we are going to attempt some, let's call them experiments, involving my
He's
mind
so handsome.
and yours. The question before us is simple. Is it possible for me to influence your behavior working directly across this screen?
What?
Of course it's possible. Otherwise,
It is?
I wouldn't be here.
Cut. Stop tape.
I will work from this television studio and attempt to connect with you in the privacy of home. Now, as I'm sure you can appreciate, this is no easy task. It's one thing to establish mind-to-mind contact when you're working in person, and quite another to do it working from here to there. Fortunately, I'm aided in this task by the unselfish and loyal participation of the Mavenettes.
Look at these beautiful women who only exist to take your coat.
You can appreciate the tremendous amount of painstaking research that has gone into this project. To help cope with the overwhelming amount of information, I've had this computer installed right here in the studio.
Ouch.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
That's perfectly all right, Mr. Maven. Are you
The
ready?
computer dogs!
Yes.
They can go away!
So far today's been rather weird, but I think when you put it all together...
weird was it?
Never mind. It's time we got started. To begin, I think it best if we try some warm-up exercises. In this program, it will be important for you to follow my instructions. So we'll start with an experiment designed to test
Follow
your
his
ability
fucking
to do
instructions,
just that.
guys.
So if you would, listen carefully and do exactly as I say. Would you each extend your right hand? If you're confused, that's the one on this side. Good. Extend your right thumb. Extend your right forefinger. Excellent. Make a circle of the thumb and forefinger and touch it to your chin. No, that's your cheek. Well, now that we've established your ability to follow instructions, let's proceed.
I know that all of
And
you
for
guys
this next
did it.
endeavor,
I knew
stand
it!
up right where you are, and we can begin. I said, stand up. That's better.
Yes, Daddy.
Standing right where you are, hold your hands in front of you. And then clasp your hands together, interlacing the fingers tightly. Extend your forefingers, still clasping the hands tightly together. And then separate the forefingers approximately 2 inches apart. And what I'm going to do is to suggest to you that your fingers are moving back together again. It's as if I were reaching across the television screen and pushing your fingers together. Closer and closer and closer. Until they are once again back together. Once again, touching. Rather a touching experience, wouldn't you say? Well, I think we are properly warmed up and ready to begin our journey. And for this next experiment, come closer to me. No, right over here.
Okay, whatever you say.
Fine.
Should I like it?
We are going to try an experiment in international travel. And for this excursion into your imagination, I have selected 25 possible destinations, 25 locations around the world. You see a collection of flags representing countries from all over the globe. Look these over carefully, and then put your finger on any flag which contains the color blue.
Are you doing it? Are you doing it?
Fine. We'll use that one.
Put your finger on it.
Left or right to the nearest flag which has some green. Now, move up or down to the nearest flag with some yellow. Finally,
You better be fucking doing this, I swear to God.
to the nearest flag with some green.
Oh my God!
As we move on to a more complex level,
Mi scusi, signore. Here is your check. I hope you enjoy
I
this
want
meal.
some pasta.
Signore, I have to close up.
As we move on
That's
to a more...
$19.30.
There was no Italian waiter in this sketch.
Che cosa
Listen, you have to leave. I'm in the middle of doing a television...
Come on, you pay $19.
I can't deal with this,
Forget
okay?
the 35 cents.
We'll let this
Just
clown
give me
on
the
the set.
$19.
Forget it, okay?
Hey, where you
Forget the
go?
whole thing.
Hey, you
Nothing to
son
do
of
with
a
you.
gun.
It's my show,
Hey, a
not your
big
show.
shot
Take
with
me on a
drinks.
journey, Daddy.
As we move up to a more complex level of mind-to-mind interaction, you're going to need certain materials to continue our experiments. Now, these are simple objects you can find around the house. I'll tell you exactly what you need. First of all,
What do I need?
some paper. This can be ordinary writing paper, or
Paper.
index cards will do just fine.
I gotta host a thing. I can't have
Or
paper.
a pen.
Nobody has pencils.
An envelope. A pack of playing cards.
An envelope.
A die.
A die.
Scissors. And a length of string. 12 to 15 inches will be fine. You're also going to need some paper money.
It's burger time.
I paid for a good time, not a long time.
To allow you the time to get these materials.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna go get those supplies.
Seconds, starting now.
Oh fuck. Run, everybody, hurry!
Thanks for coming. Back.
You have got your materials assembled, and we are ready to resume.
You know what they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it subscribe to you on
This
Twitch.
next experiment is a bit more abstract, in that it involves a host of variables determined by you.
So far, it seems to be going quite well, Mr. Maven.
Indeed it does. Why don't you help me introduce this next piece?
Certainly.
Thanks for coming.
Mr. Maven,
Back.
I must say,
That's what I meant. I meant coming back.
I love how I never need any context when I come to watch
Apparently, you have
these.
not been programmed to appreciate comedy.
Oh, no, Mr. Maven. I have been programmed to appreciate comedy. That is precisely why I brought this up.
We'll talk about it later. In the meantime, just introduce the piece.
Is this one supposed to be funny?
Not particularly.
Oh, good. For this next test, you will require 3 pieces of paper. On the first piece of paper, draw a large circle. On the next, draw a large triangle. On the last, draw a square.
I think I can handle this from here.
Are you sure?
Trust me. You will also require an envelope and 3 pieces of currency. You'll need a $1 bill, a $5 bill, and a large denomination bill. Now, for this last, a 10 or a 20 will be fine, but a 50 or a 100 is much better. Place the pieces of paper into a row in front of you. Put the circle to your left, the triangle to the center, and the square to your right. Now, distribute the bills, one inside of each design. The order of the bills is entirely up to you. Is that the order you wish to start with? Fine, we'll work with that. I'm going to switch some of the bills around for you, even though I don't know where they happen to be, so start by switching the $1 bill with the $5 bill.
Does this man expect me to have
Now,
money?
switch what is in the circle with the one in the triangle.
I don't have money.
Perfect. Now,
What am I
switch the
supposed to do? I don't
$5
have
bill
money.
with
I don't
whatever
get paid
happens
for
to
this
be to
job.
its right. If there's nothing to the right of the $5 bill, obviously don't make a switch. In the same fashion, if you would switch the large denomination bill with whatever is to its left. Perfect. Switch the $1 bill with whatever happens to be to its right.
I get paid in subscriptions to
Now,
Zone
switch
Sama.
the bill in the
And
triangle with the
nobody
one in the
subscribes.
square.
I don't get paid. I don't make
And the one in
money.
the
I starve
square
to death.
with the one in the circle.
Help, I'm dying.
Yes, at this point, you've made a mess of everything. I suppose I have no idea where any bill happens to be. I wouldn't know the location of the, for example, the large denomination bill. But take your envelope and pick up the bill inside the square. Seal it
I'm
inside
doing
the
it.
envelope. And then send the envelope to Max Maven, Hollywood, California.
Oh, fuck you!
Remember, the post office will not deliver mail without...
It's my money!
Thanks for coming. Back.
On Nitron streams, I love you.
Marjorie
Thank
Jejune,
you.
Intra-Global Survey Systems Incorporated.
Oh, the polling organization. Yes, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, while you've been busy watching me, this woman has been busy watching you.
Oh, well, not me personally.
No. You see, Miss Jejune represents an organization of several thousand field agents. And at this very moment, those agents are spread out all over the country, determining your reaction to this program. So, how are we doing?
Oh, so far we seem to be a big hit. I like your hair.
Thank you.
I
It
like
must be
his hair
difficult to
too.
keep it properly groomed.
Well, actually, tell me about the survey results.
Oh, yes, of course. Follow me. The typical reaction nationwide seems to be quite enthusiastic. However, Mr. Maven, I would be less than honest if I didn't bring up the negative side.
Negative side?
Do you do it yourself, or does someone else take care of it?
Take care of what?
Your hair.
Your dick.
Miss Jejune, you just referred to a negative public reaction. Would you kindly elaborate?
Oh, yes, of course. It seems that 17% of the audience did not understand the ending to your last routine.
You mean with the money?
Yes.
Well, I thought I'd made it quite clear that I was able to locate the large denomination bill from among the others.
Perhaps you are a bit too subtle for certain parts of the country.
Such as? Oh, well, no wonder.
Oh, yes, there's one more thing.
Yes.
According to our calculations, 32% of the viewing audience did not think the bit with the Italian waiter was very funny.
I liked it.
Miss Jejune, I'll be back with you. We've come to the musical portion of our program. But wait, let's get you involved. I'll let you pick the music. To do this, we'll make further use of those 3 pieces of paper from our last experiment. So take your pencil, and on the paper with the circle, print the number 1. Now, on the triangle, put the number 2. And in the square, write down the number 3. Now we'll deal with the flip sides of your pieces of paper. On the back of the circle, print the number 4. And on the reverse side of the triangle, put down the number 5.
I'm doing it.
And on the reverse of the
Can't see it, but I'm
print
doing
the
it.
number 6.
Thank you, ma'am.
I won't tell if you won't.
I want that job. Are you trying?
Place your papers on the table in front of you, 4, 5, 6 side up. But mix them around so that I don't know the order of those 3 numbers. Good. Now, take the center paper and turn it over. At this point, you are looking at 3 different numbers, but I have no idea as to which 3 they are.
I am! He
I want you to add
knows!
those numbers together. And in so doing, you've come up with a number
Oh
from
no,
1
I
to
have to
15.
speak math.
And
Shit.
we're going to use that number to pick a song.
Please observe this list of 15 musical selections and remember the one that falls at your number.
Did you choose a song? Good. So did I.
Oh my god, it's Yankee Doodle. Hype Incarnate has fucking got his mind blown.
Enough. Go take a shower.
The fuck does that supposed to mean?
And now for something a bit more intimate.
Mr.
Do
Maven,
I smell?
Yes,
the dance number was wonderful.
thank you so much. And now for something a bit more intimate. What we're going
Mr.
to...
Maven.
What is it now?
Shut the fuck up, computer. I want to get intimate.
An intimate piece.
Why not?
It doesn't sustain viewer interest.
Fine. Now for something a bit more intimate.
You're losing them. Pacing is everything.
Well, what would you suggest?
Open it up. Try something on a larger scale.
All right. Let's go.
It's a world of its own. There's so much to do. We've got the joy that dreams are made of. Vegas is waiting for you. No one does it better. Las Vegas. No one does it better. Las Vegas. No one does it better. Las Vegas. No one does it better.
And here we are at the fabulous Tropicana Hotel and Casino. A stimulating environment where we can try...
Maven?
Yes?
I'm so
Stephen
fucking
Rogers, accounting
stimulated.
department. Mr. Maven, I'm sorry, but you cannot shoot this scene here in this casino.
Why not?
Well, there's no room in the budget.
Silly, I've got the budget right here. It's all spelled
Oh,
out.
Mr. Maven, apparently you have not seen the revised budget. Ah, you spent too much money on the musical number. Too many dancers.
There are only 2 of them. Video overdubs. It was a technical stunt.
Mr. Maven, if you persist on shooting this scene here, we're going to have to cut the jungle number.
I can't lose the jungle number. It's integral to the show as a whole.
Well, then I suggest you shoot the next scene in Los Angeles.
Okay, okay.
All right, this way.
That jungle number better be real good.
Have fun.
Cocktails.
What do you mean, what's up with this hairline? His hairline's great!
Care for a game of chance? For this next experiment,
Yes.
you'll need a deck of playing cards.
Oh, I do?
Shuffle the cards thoroughly. You can shuffle them in any manner you like.
Can I just watch you do it? I couldn't find any cards.
Welcome. Here, let me take your jacket.
These cards to
And
play
pants.
a curious version of poker. Now, as most of you know, the game of poker is ordinarily one of luck.
I love it when a man
However, in
takes
this
off his
case, as I think
jacket.
you'll soon discover, luck has very little.
So
to do.
hot.
Once you
Don't you guys just want to, like,
cards, hold
lick
the deck
his
face down,
giant
and then deal
forehead?
out 2 face-down hands of poker. In other words, 2 piles of 5 cards each. 1 on your left and 1 on your right. The rest of the deck is placed aside. Take a look at the top card of the pile on your left. Please remember that card,
I'm
because
looking.
we're going to need to know what it is later on. Once you've committed the card to memory, replace it on top of the left-hand pile. Now pick up the pile on your right. And here I'm going to give you an option. Because you're going to deal some cards.
Who has
in this
cards?
pile
Everyone
away
write
to
your
the
cards
deck
in
that
the
you
chat
placed
because I don't
aside.
have them this
But I leave
time.
it to you to determine whether you deal away 1, 2, 3, or 4 cards. The choice is yours, and you don't have to tell me how many you're dealing away. That's your secret. The remaining cards in your hand are replaced onto the left-hand pile on the table. This buries your card somewhere in the middle of the combined pile. And remember, I don't know how many cards are now in that combined pile. Pick up the pile and turn it face up. Now I'm going to have you mix the cards in this pile, but this time I'll direct the mixing procedure. Follow carefully. Deal the top card to the table.
To or not to
Transfer the next card from the
resubscribe?
top
That
to the
is
bottom
the
of the packet.
question.
Cecilia, hello, my darling.
The next card to the bottom, and so forth. Continue with the procedure until you run out of cards. Now you've mixed the pile, and I still don't know how many cards are there. Your card is lost. Take the combined pile and turn it face down on the table. Now, remove the top card of the pile and hold it face down in your hand. Say the name of the card you remembered out loud. No, the card you're holding is not the one you just named, so you can put it off to one side. Pick up the next card from the table pile. And again, call out the name of the card you remembered. No, that's not your card either. Place it aside. Take the next card from the table pile. And again, call out the name of the card you remembered. What? Again? Yes, the card you are holding is the one you just named. Take a look. Well, Mrs. June, how was the general reaction to that experiment?
Oh, I think you've got him now, Mr. Maven. The response seems to be equally divided between your basic bewilderment and your high-level freak-out.
Wonderful. Anything else?
Yes. How do you keep it so symmetrical?
Keep what so symmetrical?
Your hair.
Why does this lady want all of our
It's getting
secrets?
kind of stuffy in here. Why don't we go outside for some fresh air? We have been on a hunting expedition, and we've managed to capture a huge, ferocious, dangerous beast. Bring on the beast.
His hair is great, shut up!
Now, it's no fun hunting alone, so I'd like to invite you to participate in this expedition. Why don't you tell them what they'll need, and I'll help the Mavenettes.
For this test, you will require 5 pieces of paper. Index cards are best, but any paper will do. You will also need a pen or pencil.
All right. On your first piece of paper, write down the word lion. Place that piece of paper aside, writing side up. On the next piece of paper, print the word panther.
Hurry up, guys!
That one goes on top of the first piece. On your third piece of paper, put the word jaguar. Now that's a tough one, so pay attention. Fine. Put that on top of the first two. On the fourth piece of paper, put down the word tiger. On top of the pile it goes. On the final piece of paper, write the word duck. And that goes on top of all.
I love duck!
Pick up the packet of 5 pieces. Turn the entire packet writing side down. And now, if you would, cut the packet. In other words, just as if you were using playing cards, transfer as many or as few as you like from the top to the bottom of the group. Good. Deal the pieces of paper into a face-down row on the table, going from your left over to your right. Gentlemen, kindly hold it down. Thank you.
I want it to be duck so bad.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes, of course. You have a row of 5 papers face down in front of you. And as you cut the packet before you dealt them out, I don't know the location of any one of those dangerous beasts. Take the paper over to the right end of the row, turn it over, and place it off to one side. Now, that is not the beast we're going after. But that exotic cat is going to lead us to our prey. I want you to spell the name of the cat you just placed aside by tapping your finger along the remaining row of 4, tapping from left to right, 1 tap for each letter of the name. Now, if you go past the right end of the row, simply go back to the left and continue tapping. You've arrived at one of the remaining beasts.
Are you tapping?
That is.
Have you tapped?
Hold up that piece of paper so that I can read it. A little higher, please. Yes, that's the one. Open the crate.
It's fucking duck. It's fucking duck!
Get back! Stand back! Back into the crate! Back, boy, back! Close the crate! Oh, yes. This is the very latest in television technology. Observe.
Is this Star Wars?
I have brought you to this.
Behold the beauty of friendship.
Signore, please, you pay, please. I have tickets to a Jerry Vale show today.
I love television. Come up to your TV set. Closer. We are going to explore the ancient, mysterious science of astrology. I want you to think of a number. Any number from 10 to 20. Place your finger on the first pink circle, spring, and say 1. Move your finger to the next circle,
1,
summer, and say 2. Move to
2,
autumn and say 3. Go to winter
3,
on 4. Now
4.
move into the first yellow circle, Aries, on 5. Move to the right into Taurus with a count of 6. Continue counting your way around the yellow circles until you arrive at your thought-of number.
Oh, yeah, I did it. Oh, yeah.
Now you're going to count to your number again, but this time you will count around in the opposite direction, counterclockwise. Start your count on the circle you just finished on. Starting with 1, count up to your number.
Oh my god. I love counting. I'm so good at it.
Now you've arrived at a random astrological sign. Quite obviously, it would be impossible for me to tell each and every one of you your individual signs. There are far too many of you. I can, however, tell you my birth sign, and I'm highly flattered that you chose it.
I did chose it. He's so good! Cool lights, bro.
You know, some people just can't stay away from the gaming tables. And for those of you who feel that way, I've
I love
arranged another
gaming.
game
I'm a
using the
gamer.
playing cards. So take your
No,
deck
I
of
don't
playing
have the
cards
cards.
and shuffle the cards. Now, cut the pack into 3 approximately equal piles. Choose one of the piles. Take the other 2 piles and put them off to one side. We won't be needing them. At this point, all that I know is that the pile in front of you has between 10 and 20 cards. But I'd like you to know exactly how many cards there are. So hit the pause button and count the cards in that pile.
I don't have cards.
Now you have a random number, but I want that number to be completely random. So let's do it this way. You are thinking of a 2-digit number. Add those 2 digits together. For example, if your number were 12, you would add 1 plus 2 to give a total of 3. Whatever your total, deal that many cards from the pile in your hands to the discard pile on the side. Good. Now we have a completely random situation. Hold that pile in your left hand. You're going to deal some cards from the pile in your hand onto the table, making 2 groups, one to your left, one to your right. However, I'm going to give you a choice
not
here,
to
because you can
resubscribe?
deal
That
1
is
card to
the
left and 1
question.
card to the right,
Good morning,
or 2
lovely
cards to the
Z1
left and
Love.
2 cards to the right, or 3 and 3, or 4 and 4. The decision is yours. Having done that, you now have 1 pile to your left, 1 pile to your right, and something left in your hands. Take either of the 2 piles from the table and put it with the discards off to one side. Now pick up the remaining tabled pile and look at the bottom card of that pile. Remember that card. It's yours. Take that pile and place it on top of the cards in your left hand. At this point, I have no idea as to how many cards there are in the combined packet you're holding. You are thinking of a card, and I have no idea what it is or where it is. Nevertheless, I'm going to find it. Now, who's going to find your card? I said, who's going to find your card? That's right, Max Maven. So we'll use my name as the way of getting there. We're going to spell my name together.
Oh, I'll say your name, Daddy. Don't you worry about
transfer
it.
1 card from the top to the bottom of your packet. M, A, X. M, A,
Max.
E, N. Now, what was the card you remembered a moment ago? Well, if you turn over the top card of the packet, I think you'll see I've indeed found it. Ready for something else? All right. Let's try something involving that pack of playing cards again. Now, this time we won't use the entire deck, just 4 cards, 1 of each suit. So look through your pack and take out any spade. Now, any heart. Any club. And any diamond. I've been studying this remarkable device, and I'm quite impressed. There are tremendous possibilities with this type of new microcircuitry. You can imagine how expensive a unit like this must be. I think in...
To or not to resubscribe? That is the question.
We'll carry on. You are now holding 4 cards, 1 of each suit. Take the spade and place it
Oh, I'm
face up
definitely
onto the
holding
table in front of
something.
you. On top of that, place the heart face up. On top of those, the club. And on top of all, the diamond. Pick up the 4 cards, holding them face up. Take the top card, the diamond, and turn it over on top of the others. Now, cut the packet. In other words, transfer as many or as few as you like from the top to the bottom. Good. Take the top 2 cards together as one and turn them over.
I don't have
on
any
top of the
cards.
others.
There's too many card tricks.
Once again, cut the cards anywhere you like. Now turn the entire packet over. Let's repeat the procedure. Take the top 2 cards together as one and turn them over on top of the others. Once again, cut the packet anywhere you like. Now, at this point, I'm going to give you an option. You can repeat the procedure again, which is to say, take the two cards together as one that are on top of the packet, turn them over on top of the others, and then cut the packet.
It's a lot of instructions. I'm pretty bad at following instructions.
And to give you the freedom of doing this,
I like your eye makeup, Max.
All done? Let's confuse the issue just a little bit more and make it more difficult for me. Take the top single card and turn it over on top of the others. Now, take the top two cards together as one and turn
I know
them
someone
over
in the
on
chat
top of the
is doing this. I believe in you.
Take the top three cards together as one and turn them over on top of the other. Now turn over the entire four-card packet. At this point, you've really mixed things up, and the location or condition of any one of those four cards is completely beyond my ken. Nevertheless, I think I've got this situation figured out. It could be that all of your cards are face down, or perhaps there's one face up, or two, or three, or all four. But I believe you will find I am correct when I say that only one of your cards is reversed. Spread out your packet. You'll see that I'm right. Now, most people would be satisfied
Welcome.
with the result. But I know there are a few of you who are saying to yourselves, I wish he'd tell me the suit of that reverse card.
You got your bits hanging out like it's the end of the world.
Spades?
Dr. Maven, you're wanted in surgery. Dr. Maven, you're wanted in surgery.
I heard you the first time.
Imagine this man was your actual surgeon.
For this next test, you will need 4 pieces of paper. Index cards are preferable, but any paper will do. You will also need a pen or pencil, a die, plus a pair of
scissors.
Take your pencil and draw a line down one of the index cards.
Oh no.
On another card, draw a large X across the entire face of the card. On a third card, draw 2 parallel lines down the surface of the card.
You know, who in this chat has index cards?
Squiggly?
Squiggly. Hold all 4 cards face down and mix them thoroughly. Mr. Maven.
Dr. Maven.
Dr. Maven, the jungle number was most enjoyable.
Thanks.
But I don't understand what we're doing in an operating room.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, going to the moon at least made some sort of a logical connection with the experiment, even if it was
Shut the fuck up, computer.
for such a minor fit of
Trying to
humor.
do magic here.
Why don't you take it up with Mr. Rogers in accounting?
All right.
Take your shuffled set of 4 cards and hold them face down.
Mr. Rogers
Then
is
take
your
scissors
accountant?
And sever the cards neatly in half. This, of course, will give you 2 groups of 4 half cards. Hold those groups face down and place either group on top of the other group, making a pile of 8 half cards. Fine. Now I'm going to ask you to cut the cards, but this time without using the scissors. In other words, cut them just as if you were cutting a set of playing cards, transferring as many or as few as you like from the top to the bottom of the packet. Having done that, take the top card and deal it face down onto the table. Take the next card, deal it face down on top of the first. The third card goes on top of that, and the fourth card on top of that. The remaining 4-card group goes onto the table next to the first pile, but you can put it to your left or your right. That choice is up to you. Now, I'm going to lead you in a series of actions, but you have a great deal of leeway. Take the top card of either of the 2 piles and transfer it from the top to the bottom of that pile. That will be fine. Let's do it again. Take the top card of either pile and transfer it from the top to the bottom of that pile. turn over the top card of the right-hand pile. I'm going to have to make a small adjustment here. Take the top card of the left-hand pile and transfer it to the bottom of that pile. Fine. Now turn over the top card of the left-hand pile.
We're doing it.
Match with the right-hand pile. So far, so good.
Mr. Maven.
Dr. Maven.
Dr. Maven, I spoke with Mr. Rogers. He doesn't understand what you're doing in an operating room either.
Tell him it's cheaper than a Las Vegas casino.
Mr. Maven, you're a very strange man.
Thank you, and here I was beginning to think you didn't like me. Well, let's continue. We've made a perfect match. You have two face-up pieces, and they do match precisely, so take those two face-up pieces and set them off to one side. We won't need them anymore for this experiment. That leaves in front of you two face-down piles of 3 pieces each. Pick up either one of those two piles and place it on top of the other pile, thus giving you a 6-piece pile. You with me so far? Pick up the 6-piece pile and deal it out into a row face down on the table. Now you may deal this row from your left to your right or from your right to your left. The choice is entirely yours.
I love making choices.
What? Die? No, the patient isn't going to die, but that is exactly what we need for the next phase of this experiment. A die. So take your die and roll it onto the table.
Biggest die I've ever seen in my life.
A random number, and if you look at that number and don't like it, you can change your mind. Whatever you decide. Fine, we'll use that one. Count to that position from the left end of the row. Count to the card in the position of the number you just rolled, and turn the card face up, leaving it in position in the row.
God, I hope someone in the chat is still doing
on the bottom of the die. And whatever that number is, count to that position in the row, again starting from the left end of the row. Turn the card at that position face up. And once again, we've got a perfect match. That's 2 for 2. Okay, I'm on a roll. Take those 2 face-up pieces, put them aside. We don't need them anymore. We have 4 pieces left. Obviously, my task is to try to match up those 4 pieces into the 2 pairs and do that accurately. So, if you would, take the card on the, on the right end of the row. Take the card on the right end of the row, turn it face up. Okay, so the one to match that would be in the position, come on, I'm sweating. In the position, second from, no, in the position on the very left end of the row. Turn over the one on the left end of the row. Yes, it matches. That's a perfect match. Okay, which means the last 2 match also. In other words, this operation has been a complete success.
He did it!
Thanks, Doc. That was wonderful.
Oh my God, he operated on himself.
So, how's the reaction now?
Well, Mr. Maven, that last number registered very well. I think you've got their undivided attention at this point.
Aren't you going to ask me about my hair?
Work to do.
Oh, now he wants it.
I think our rapport has reached a point where we can try something really unusual. Something involving a host of variables.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was still thinking about the hospital sketch. The finish was very good, Mr. Maven. For this next test, you will require a sheet of paper, a pencil, and a pair of scissors.
Easy.
You're welcome.
Take your piece of paper and fold it in half. Neatness counts.
This is the
Now,
biggest piece of paper ever.
Again. And in half, one more time. Those of you who are students of mathematics will realize that you've now folded this paper into 8 separate rectangles. Unfold your paper. And take your pen, because we are going to fill information inside of each of these spaces. Starting in the upper left-hand corner, place the letter A. Next to that, the letter B. Now, don't get ahead of me. To the right of that, the letter C, and after that,
Okay.
Now we move down
It's my
to the
favorite
lower left-hand
one.
corner and put in the letter E. Next to that, the letter F, then the letter G, and finally, the letter H. Those of you who have been paying attention will realize that these are the first 8 letters of the Western alphabet. And as it happens, there are
I knew that.
40 different words and names that can be formed out of this set of letters. Now, take your paper again, and one more time refold the paper down to a single unit. But this time you don't have to fold the paper in the same way we did before. In other words, you might choose to make your first fold along the long axis. And from there you might choose to accordion pleat the paper. Or perhaps you would care to fold the paper in on itself. Or maybe you'd like to make the first fold off-center in this fashion, and then fold inward, or fold outward.
There's
The
so
point
many
is, there are several
options.
dozen different ways in which you can refold this paper down to a single unit. You will choose one, please. Fold your paper down to a single unit in any fashion you like. And then when you've done that, take your scissors. Oh, and kids, remember, I'm a professional. Be careful when you use these shears, all right? Trim off the 4 edges of the folded paper. You realize in doing this, you will wind up with 8 separate rectangles of paper, each one bearing a different letter of the alphabet. Now, depending on the way that you folded your paper back to a single unit, that will determine which of these letters are now face up or face down. Sort your papers into those 2 groups, the face up letters and the face down letters. Now, the law of averages tells you that you will probably have 4 face up and 4 face down. In your particular case, you may have 3 and 5 or 2 and 6, whatever. Sort them into the 2 groups and then choose either one of those groups. Study the letters in the group you've just chosen, because I want you to take those letters and try to form a word. Now, if at all possible, try to use all of the letters in your group to form that word. If you have bad luck and have a set of letters you can't make a word out of, throw them away and try the other set. Take
Throw
your
your
time
paper
in using
away
all the
and
letters to
try
form a word. I'll
again.
wait.
I appreciate that he waits for me every time.
You now have a word
Very
in your
kind
mind,
of him.
and I'm going to ask you to send that word to me. Don't say it out loud. Instead, hear it in your own mind. Say it to yourself. Again. 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 Cage. Cage.
Oh my god.
A profound success. We began our program with some warm-up exercises. Experiments in physical
I'm very
control.
warmed up.
Let's return to that concept, but with a more sophisticated variation.
For this test, you will require a length of string, at least 12 inches long.
Fuck.
And some
What
sort
is
of
it,
weight
string?
tied onto the string. You may use a set of keys, a piece of jewelry, or the scissors which were used in previous tests.
Now, tie your object to the end of your length of string. For my own use, I will forego the string and use instead a length of chain. But then again,
Yeah, you will.
more time to prepare. When your object is tied to the end of your cord, hold the object suspended in front of you so that it hangs free. Focus your attention on the object and concentrate
Pendulum
on the sound
tricks.
of my voice. And I will suggest to you that that object is starting to move.
Oh my
Focus
god.
your concentration. The object is starting to swing back and forth, back and forth, wider and wider,
I'm getting hypnotized
wider.
and I love it.
back and forth. Use your mind to make the object swing like a pendulum, back and forth. And as I continue to suggest to you, you will notice that the nature of the swing begins to change. It opens out into a circular pattern.
Oh yeah, it's open for sure.
And around, wider and wider. And now the rotation becomes smaller. The circle closes in, smaller and smaller and smaller, until the pendulum is once again at rest. We have time for one last experiment, and this one is going to take a great deal of concentration on my part, for I intend to try to follow your every choice, every step of the way. And if I slip up anywhere along the line, it's all for naught. Consider this assortment of simple designs. Come here to your TV set. Look the designs over carefully. Place your finger onto any design.
My favorite!
Now you will spell out the name of your chosen design, moving your finger from space to space for each letter of the spell. You can move left or right, up or down. You may not move diagonally. Spell out the name of your design. Now that you have finished spelling, I feel confident that you are not on the rectangle. So we will eliminate that space.
Goodbye.
Once a space has been eliminated, you may no longer move there. But you still have 8 spaces in which to play. Move your finger 5 times. I'm certain you are not on the circle. So we will eliminate that.
Oh, fuck.
Move 2 times. You came awfully close, but you are not now on the triangle. So we can safely do away with that space. Move 3 times. Yes, eliminate the arrow and the diamond. We're down to 4 spaces.
Holy fuck!
Move 3 more times. A moment ago you were on the square, but not now. So we can do away with that one. Move once. And we'll get rid of the heart and the cross. A rather appropriate conclusion. For after all, you are the star of this program.
I'm
Your
the
participation
star.
is responsible for my success. And I want to thank you for getting involved.
Me, I'm the
Until
star.
next time, always remember to think good thoughts. You never know who might be listening.
That was incredible. You all got tricked. Well, I had fun. Is that it? Well, to be honest, there was one more video I was considering, but I don't... I don't know if it's quality content, and it's also very long. It's an hour long. It's an hour long of something that, it is not a movie. It can be equal to paint drying, yes, yes. You'll donate $60 right now for the hour-long video. Oh, shit. Damn, that is, that's a good deal. What? You won't? Alright, well then fuck it, we're out, dude. It's time to go. I'm tired.
Welcome to hell.
Anyway, I hope you guys had fun. You know what? Next time I'll do it. I'll start off with that one because it is a very long video and it is, while goofy, maybe more of a starter rather than a finisher. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, hope you guys had fun. I had fun with you. You're pretty cool. Follow Zone, subscribe to Zone, do all that. If you haven't already. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. I gotta... Oh, shit. Bats off to ya. Gotta go, bye!
Son, I really think you should push the button.
Dr. Irma Lester's body was found in a vacant lot over WWKO-FM. This is New York area weather from the National Weather Service. Forecast, variable cloudiness, an overnight low in the 50s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, low in the 50s, high near 65. Clear and 60. Relative humidity is 54%. WWKO News, I'm David Parker, on 85.7 degrees. Showing America the beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't beat it. Feeling you get from Coca-Cola. Can't beat the feeling. Gotta dance through the heat of the day. Hear the beat, it's coming your way. Check these feet and you're gonna say, hey, 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 can't help it. I felt it. Feeling so real, you just got to share it. Pop it. Can't beat the feeling. Can't fight it. Can't hide it. Feeling so good, you just got to share it. Can't beat it. Can't beat the real thing. Oh yeah. Can't shake it. Can't fake it. Feeling you get from a Coca-Cola. Can't beat it. You can't beat the feeling.
And, as always, I'm watching you sap.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.